Look out, AFC 2020. Lamar Jackson is finally.
All right, we're live to watch some Red Zone together.
The Ravens have buzzsawed their way to 3 straight victories, but they still
A lot of big games today. You got your fantasy football championship week. You got, what else you got? You got some teams trying to make the playoffs in the NFL.
On week 16.
A lot of things happening. We already got kickoffs happening. Colts, Steelers.
Today for multiple teams. The cleanest scenarios are the win and clinch scenarios. Chiefs, Steelers, Seahawks, Rams all just need to win.
I think someone donated too at the end of our last live stream, so I appreciate it. I can bring it up in a second.
On top of that, Browns, Colts, Washington, and Tennessee could all clinch something during our show. Flip side,
yes, Ryan with the donation. Thank you, Ryan. I don't know if you're still in here, but appreciate that. We didn't get to catch it last time.
Giants and Cowboys all could be eliminated today. If you can't keep it straight, don't worry. That's why they pay us, ladies and gentlemen. Kick back and relax as the early window.
So thank you all who joined. Todd Gurley already got a 25-yard carry. Browns already pushing the ball at the 35.
For a wild card in the AFC, they're head-to-head at M&T Bank. Cincinnati and Houston, no playoff implications. Chicago can win out and get into the postseason. They're thanking the Arizona Cardinals for losing yesterday. You've got Atlanta and Kansas City. The Chiefs win, and they lock up.
All right, I'm going to tweet out the live stream.
Needs a win and some help today to break the longest postseason.
So other people can join us.
They're at the Jets, and Indianapolis and Pittsburgh both have clinching scenarios today. First kickoff is up, and out of the back of the end zone, the Atlanta Falcons will start with it on the 25-yard line.
Falcons already got the ball across half midfield. Cleveland trying to get the ball across midfield, and Jaguars get the ball first. Ravens get the ball first.
Every touchdown from every game for you. The Cleveland Browns, 17 straight years with no playoffs, trying to break that drought today with a win and some help. And maybe the game of the early window is starting right now. Big Ben and the Steelers trying to break the losing streak and lock up the AFC North with a win. Indianapolis needs a win and a Baltimore loss to lock up a playoff spot for the Colts. We'll be repeating all of those scenarios all throughout the day as we go to the
so we're going to be looking at the Falcons game.
Hope you had a great holiday, everyone. It is time for
7 hours
of commercial-free football. Start now. Let's go to the Atlanta-Kansas City game where, well, there is Todd Gurley. That was the opening play of the game, opening play from scrimmage. Todd Gurley out of the backfield.
Todd Gurley.
5-yard completion.
If Todd Gurley starts going off, I'm going to be pissed. He didn't do – he had one 100-yard game.
That's not going to do much. So talk about that Chiefs defense. They come in 8th in scoring.
Game Rewind, presented by Amazon Prime Video, will show us that.
All right, so Falcons getting stuck. 4th and 10 already.
Here it is. Opening play from scrimmage. It's Todd Gurley. He was like the 4th option on this play. If you saw, Matt Ryan looked over the middle.
Todd Gurley with a catch.
Came all the way back to his right. Gurley, not even necessarily the lead back anymore. Ito Smith is kind of considered that for the Falcons, but a big play, 25-yard gain.
Coming back near side to Gage, underneath, goes nowhere, even loses a yard or two. There is
Browns get the ball back. Jets get the ball back. They stop the Browns. If the Browns lose to the Jets, that's just going to be embarrassing. Jets, this should be a trap game for the Jets in a sense because they already got their one win. What else are they playing for?
Incomplete. And that one was close to being yet another drop for the Pittsburgh Steelers, who have had plagued situation like that all year long. 35 drops, according to Next Gen Stats, most in the league.
Pressure coming. Ryan tipped and deflected and incomplete. And so after the big play to Gurley, the Falcons go nowhere, and they'll have to punt it away.
So Jacksonville, by virtue of the Jets' win and their loss last week,
Jacksonville about to get this first pick, man.
Pick in the draft.
Oh, whoops.
Mike Glennon and the Jags starting with the football first, and they picked up a first down on a 9-yard catch by the tight end.
And so the Falcons will punt with Hofrichter, the rookie out of Syracuse. McCole Hardman back deep. And he calls a fair catch.
Hardman fair catch.
The 13, and that's where we'll see
Cleveland Browns got the football first. It was 3rd and 5 for Baker Mayfield as he looks, and that one can't link up. It was Kareem Hunt, the intended target.
What's up, Alex?
So that's a 3 and
How's your
out
day
for
going?
Cleveland on their opening possession. We're going to cut here to M&T Bank
I'm
Stadium.
just trying to set up all my hotkeys and stuff.
Getting his guys into plus territory.
Nothing really happening yet. No scores yet. Like a couple stops.
A little bit different. He'll just take it. He'll take what this defense is giving him, and he's done that really the last 3
KC still at their own 13. We got one game. Colts are on the other side of the 50-yard line. The Jaguars are pushing as well. 3 and out for the Browns. Yeah, they not good. Yeah, it's not bad. Just trying to help people win their championships for fantasy, man.
Gio Bernard has really stepped
Oh,
up.
Gio, good start.
Mixon, who's been out for most of the back half of the year with an injury. Gio Bernard.
You got 1 reception, 28 yards.
Screenplay for Cincinnati.
Jacksonville pushing the ball. Not expecting this from Jacksonville, I'll be honest. Lamar dropping back. Pass to Hollywood Brown for the first 10. 7-yard reception.
Colts get their first crack at a possession on 2nd and 4. Philip Rivers takes the shotgun snap, and the pass rush gets to him and gets home, and look who it is. T.J. Watt, his 14th sack of the year. He leads the league in sacks, and the Pittsburgh Steelers sack streak continues. 72 straight games with the Pittsburgh Steelers recording at least 1 sack.
Is anyone that's in here right now in their fantasy football championship? Are people just here to watch some Red Zone? The Gus bus, and we got 3 games already in the Red Zone right now. Colts looking to score against the Steelers, who have just been falling apart the past few weeks. Jonathan Taylor's got 2 carries, 17 yards.
Jaguars playing with a lot of backups. James Robinson is out with an injury.
Is Dar ready?
Rookie running back. So this running back for Jacksonville.
Try to pronounce it. Agumbawale. Oh, you're in your championship, Unicorn? Nice. Hopefully you didn't play against Kamara.
Could there be drama today at Jags Stadium? We'll find out.
Lamar Jackson, 2-yard rush. Am I going to be here next week? That's a good question. I haven't decided yet. I have not decided. Depends on if I have stuff to do. I am going back to work the next day, so who knows? Maybe I got stuff to do, but just stay tuned. We'll see. We got 4 teams down in the red zone.
Lots of movement. You lose Ronnie Stanley as well, and I think it just took Lamar in that group, more importantly in front of him, to just settle down.
We're going to go to the triple box here. You see Lamar Jackson and company are in field goal range. Bottom of the
We'll just
screen.
check out. None of these top 2 teams are in the red zone, so we're going to just focus on these 4 down here.
Upper right-hand corner, Doug Marone's Jacksonville Jaguars are inside of the 20-yard line. We have triple box action with 3 teams in the red zone bouncing back and forth.
Glennon dropping back. Oh, yeah, I forgot Glennon starting that. Gardner.
16 on the pass play to Pascal. Here's Hines. And another gain of 10.
And it goes to Hines.
The kid you're playing has Bears D. Well, oh, they scored. Kicked a field goal. I told a lot of people to start Bears D, so I'm hoping they don't score because people are going to come back and yell at me. Yeah, Landry, Peoples-Jones, and who else? So yeah, Marvin Hall is is the #1 wide receiver for the Browns right now. A guy who has not had 1 snap the entire year. Cincinnati passing touchdown to Drew Sample. Texans are still bad. What do you know? The Gus bus. Extra points good. All right. Let's see what happens here. I think we already know. Oh, never mind. We're play behind. I need to find a new stream in a second. Marquise Brown with a touchdown. 2 receptions, 15 yards, and a tutty. What happens here? The Colts trying to look to score. Throws it deep. Oh, Phillip Rivers. Okay, I thought he threw a pick. He's good. Oh, they actually scored. I am behind. I need to find a new stream.
Brandon Allen, 4 out of 4, Greg, to start this game. He's got another completion, and that's going to be a Bengals touchdown. Drew Sample into the end zone for Cincinnati. Touchdown! It's Gus Edwards trying to spin, and he cannot spin away.
There's been a lot of scoring already. You gotta try to take out Browns D. Why? They're playing the Jets.
Keep watching the game of the slot right here. That's what Rivers is looking at. He wants to see if Hilton 28 or 20 is coming.
Uh-oh, Jonathan Taylor. The top running back the past few weeks. God, what is happening? There's touchdowns everywhere. Lamar. The Marquise. So we got a touchdown. So 4 teams were in the red zone. Guess which team didn't score a touchdown? The 1-13 Jaguars. What do you know?
That's the Baltimore Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson with his 11th touchdown accounted for.
Browns haven't run the ball yet? Let's check it out. They got 1 carry for -1 yards. What do you mean?
Arrowhead, Mahomes, Travis Kelce,
Austin Hooper.
First down conversion.
You have a negative play on first down, so you get to 2nd and 13, but then you're able to use hard count to get ahead. You're never in fear. Look at the effort. Look at Sammy Watkins downfield, just latched on, blocking out in front. There's no situation that this offense can get put in where they feel like they're not in a good position to overcome that.
Mahomes. Oh, going deep. Just threw it to absolutely no one, though. I don't know what he was doing.
We'll keep watching Kansas City, but look at the Cleveland Browns. Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, the Jets might get the ball more. The Jets might get the ball more, but who do the Jets have that's going to score? You think Frank Gore is running for 150?
You'll notice the Pittsburgh Steelers are losing in the first quarter.
Like, there's a reason the Jets are 1-13, and it's not because, you know, they have a high-powered offense. Crowder, Browns are actually pretty decent against slot receivers.
Blitz coming, picked up. Mahomes slings it for Bell, little high. Aluakon, who's a really good.
Like, I want to say Crowder and Mims are good receivers. It's just by default someone has to catch the ball for the Jets. Now Crowder's decent, but the Browns have shut down some slot receivers.
Side, the linebacker right there, Bryce Hager, who
a good cover. Scary one is that last one, right? 20-plus yard passes. That is what scares us. Play this Chiefs offense, but you see how much Atlanta has struggled with that through the course of the year.
Mike 45 Black. What is Baker doing? Baker is going.
Blitz coming again. Mahomes in some trouble. Throws while he's getting hit. Knocked down. Sheffield got his hand on it. He was trying to get.
Hey, Falcons defense been legit. All right, we gotta switch to this stream. It's a lot way further ahead.
And it's caught inside the 15 by Chris Rowland making his NFL debut.
We continue to watch the Browns drive, and you see Austin Hooper is getting the football early and often. You probably heard the news yesterday. It was breaking news on Saturday. The Browns had 4 wide receivers ruled ineligible for today's game, close contacts due to COVID-19. And so it's going to be a lot of
Nick Chubb, there you go, 1 yard. He's at 0 yards now.
The wide receivers are all backups and practice squad players.
On a couple of plays defensively for the Jets, and it's a gain of 1 for Cleveland. You can see who they have up today, Trent, in terms of wide receivers. Marvin Hall was the only guy left on the active roster who is up today. They had to go to the practice squad to bring in 2 more.
Well, and all those snaps for Marvin Hall are with different teams. It's not with the Cleveland Browns. This is his first time.
Yeah, Marvin Hall just got claimed off waivers a couple weeks ago.
Here in this offense.
With a 2nd down and 9 for Mayfield, looking for Hooper again. And yard-free big hit, Neville Hewitt, who has been terrific, their leading tackler. 3rd and 9 coming up.
Anyone pushing the ball? Okay, Browns pushing the ball a little bit.
The smart thing was to get the ball to Austin Hooper right now.
I got so many drinks over here. I'm caffeinated up, man. I'm ready.
Early in the first quarter, so the Jets are going to have to realize that's who they're looking to as they send him isolated down here on the bottom, one-on-one to the outside.
Bengals get the ball back again. I did make a bet, Bengals +7. Yeah, I live in Houston.
He moved on a 3rd and 9. That'll be against the
Jeremiah, I keep forgetting. I'll be honest, after I live stream every Sunday, I go and just take a fat nap.
5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
So did he forget the
So anything I say and promise, I forget.
In Jacksonville, Mitchell Trubisky rolling out, and that one goes to the former Jag, Allen Robinson. They gave him the spot. 1st down for Chicago.
I apologize.
You get worried about other stuff and checking things and making sure everybody's in the right place. And
now 3rd and 14. 6 in the secondary.
Mayfield looking deep.
And going for Bryant.
Yes, they kicked a field goal, okay? Put it on a calendar thing. I'll just hit how I remember.
Well, Kevin, this is going to have to be something we keep an eye on throughout this game. Right now, Baker Mayfield's not even looking at the wide receivers, and understandably so. He really, I don't know how many reps he's gotten with them in practice, let alone in games, but he's dialed in on his tight ends and his running backs as far as the passing game's concerned. At some point, you're going to have
wisdom tooth coming in, or it's already in.
44-yard field goal. Parkey puts it through. Cody Parkey will put in the field goal.
Cody Parkey, field goal good. You have to remind me of his name again. I'm trying to think of it. I'm trying to find it again. I'm just going to hit the subscribe button on him. That way I remember.
Johnson on a slant pass, 1st down Pittsburgh.
Who those pieces are for his protection.
Oh, Bears pushing the ball down the field. Tom Grossi, that's right, okay.
False start. Offense, number 70.
Look.
5-yard penalty.
Oh, you can't see me hit the subscribe button. But
checking back on the Chicago drive, they gave Allen Robinson
bang, subscribe. Now I'll definitely remember. Next time he comes out with a video, I'll be able to see it.
He goes up the field for 21
hey,
yards.
Rob.
Allen Robinson, his first 4 years as a Jacksonville Jaguar.
Allen Robinson, the most underrated receiver in the league. Dude can't get a quarterback to save his life. He's like DeAndre Hopkins when he's on the Texans. Just always produces with a shit team.
Short toss to Ingram.
Evan Ingram catch.
Short of the 1st down at the 27-yard line. Let's head to Los Angeles.
We dipped in quick on that Giants 3rd down, and now
we Trubisky
live to Chicago's drive, which has just made a completion to make it 1st and goal Chicago. Let's listen in.
We need Robinson this week. He's already got 2 catches, 24 yards. Good start. What I was worried about is if the Jaguars can't compete with the Bears, but it's good to see they already got 3 points on the board. Mitch has looked good the past few weeks too. So has Montgomery.
Cuts the field in half.
Bears have just looked like a different team.
For the quarterback, and it gets him out on the edge where he can use his legs. There's the sprint count.
Montgomery stuffed.
Brought to a stop. Forward progress will be marked.
In between plays,
thank you, whoever hit the subscribe button.
Bears offense has come to life the last 3 games. David Montgomery's been a part of that. Here's a 26-yard run for the young running back.
Hey, David Montgomery, 26-yard run.
More points in 3 straight games. The Bears franchise.
Look, Jets D. Okay, their pass defense is trash, but Jets run defense is actually way above average. Oh, that was you, Unicorn? Thanks, man. Yeah, I really didn't do this earlier in the year. I've been doing it for the past maybe like 5 or 6 weeks now. Touchdown! Jimmy Graham. Jaguars trash against the tight ends, and what do you know? A tight end scores.
This is well done. He's just going to work off of Allen Robinson. Allen Robinson's going to go first. Graham's going to start out and run the little angle route right behind him. And just watch.
Hey, got another sub. Thank you.
That this creates for Mitchell Trubisky.
I guess y'all have private profiles because I have a notication that pops up It lets me know when people subscribe, but I didn't do it for y'all. Is Benny Snell? I want to see who's getting the majority of the carries for the Steelers.
Statistically, the second worst rushing team in the entire
Okay, so they're kind of splitting them.
Juju's
Juju's trying to compete for that. He's trying to get less points than he did last week. Actually, last week he had negative points in some leagues, so it's gonna be tough. We're gonna need to fumble out of Juju.
Which you all saw live right here on NFL Redzone. We dip back in to the scoreless affair.
NFC East is over. A lot of big games here in the early window this afternoon. First and 15. Four-man rush. Ryan unloads. Hurst while taking a hit from Zorz.
Hayden Hurst.
He's
been a bust of a tight end in fantasy. For me, at least.
A little game rewind to Atlanta's 3rd and 3. Matt Ryan, quick hitter outside.
Looks like he's gonna lose in both championships. I mean, we still got. It's the first quarter.
First down,
How's he gonna lose? It's only the first quarter. All these games.
Situation and be able to convert is a stride from how they struggled last week in the second half against Tampa Bay.
And Hurst did get the first down. 15-yard pickup.
Monday.
Smith.
Ito.
Smith, patient running so
Oh,
far.
went against Mike
I know
Evans.
this is one drive, but I don't even know if we've seen this all year from them.
Thing is, they're like any guy. Like,
Yeah, more than just playing.
who does he have again, Jeremiah? He has Watson.
Last week. Hey, we're not going to lean on it, but it has to be there and play a role.
Well, Watson not looking good right
this
now.
week, you know, they're kind of leaning on it. You look right there. Look at the balance.
Brandon Allen
I mean, very rarely
is better than Deshaun Watson. I said it.
And I agree with you, Kevin. Ito Smith is doing a really nice job of being patient, allowing the offensive line to get on that defender and push him.
I'm gonna start Hurts. Hurts is gonna have a really good game.
Try to get some misdirection going, and it's going to be a mess. Chiefs were not fooled. Willie Gay was essentially the guy over
Going against the Cowboys. Cowboys might have a worse defense than the Texans. And he's actually been pretty solid. Offers a solid rushing floor. Lamar. Lamar.
You are better at the quarterback position. 18 yards.
Lamar leading the team in rushing. Back to his RB1 status.
4 rushing yards per game this season.
To create the negative run.
Yeah, and you lose 7 yards, so it's a 3rd and 13.
Brendan, the semis had Evans and Kamara. Oh, he lost this week though. Or he lost last week. That sucks.
False start. Offense.
That's fantasy though.
76. It's a 5-yard penalty. Still 3rd down.
Yeah, that's the side of the line that's healthy. It's the
You should tell him to follow fantasy and chill, and he probably would have won.
The Jets trying to answer, and Braxton Berrios does a little part here. Slip screen to the wide receiver. Darnold put it on him for a first down.
Dude, how?
Is too small this season with
I'm telling you,
everything that's going on.
if the Jets win this game, they are just. I don't understand why they would do that. First of all, if the Jets win this game, Browns are just terrible. But you're playing for Trevor Lawrence right now. Why are you trying to win? I guess Sam Darnold ain't trying to. Sam Darnold don't want Trevor Lawrence to come to the Jets, but. Oh yeah, the Cowboys-Eagles game is gonna be big, which is kind of gross because I mean, look at their records: 5-9, 4-9-1. Like, can we just omit that division to say, hey, no one gets to win, like no one gets to go to the playoffs?
And Gus Edwards twists his way for a first down. Baltimore.
Like Giants 5-9. Where's the football team at? 6-8. It's gross.
Thank you so much. Kevin, Bears trailing 3-0 in Jacksonville. Chicago jumps into the 7th seed with a win. Trubisky finds Jimmy Graham.
I guess it comes down to strength of schedule, right? We still got next week though too.
How about all of a sudden the Bears controlling their own destiny for the playoffs?
Remarkable. And Mitch Trubisky, right? You love to
Still got 2 more weeks, but like you don't want to, like Jets don't want to win.
He's come back a different guy, at least on life.
From the 36.
Yeah, I think he meant Jags win.
Jackson play action.
Jackson play action. No one. All right, let's get a touchdown. Who needs a touchdown?
communication between quarterback and receiver on that one. Fourth down, the Bengals
Fourth down, Bengals going for it.
No one's made it on fourth down attempts as much as the Bengals this year.
I played AJ Green in my fantasy line, or in my DraftKings. How's he doing?
Go for it on a lot of fourth downs.
Tight. He has 0 yards.
Pass there going for AJ Green.
Love to see it.
Cincinnati turns it over.
Totally on schedule, right on script. Well, now the Giants actually get a 0-yard play, have a chance to get into a third down that will be more favorable.
All right, Ravens trying to score here. Okay, okay. AJ Green? I mean, he's probably the worst, but Tyler Boyd's not playing, so. He was super cheap. And Texans, like I said, maybe have the worst pass defense in the league.
You said that little burst. And that's nothing against Mark Ingram, who, as John Harbaugh said, has been just tremendous. Been a little bit ticked. He wants to play. He's healthy. But he also knows that this game is not forever a running back. And these young guys are earning more and more of these opportunities. But there's just that
first and goal. Who will get the touchdown? Lamar Jackson, J.K. Dobbins, or Gus Edwards? Ooh, Brandon Cooks, 50-yard reception.
Willie Snead might be shaken up after that one, but that's a catch for a key first down. Watch this.
3rd and 1.
Brissett in the game with Phillip Rivers in the backfield.
Oh, what the hell? That was an interesting formation.
Under center and just sneaks forward for a first down. Indianapolis.
I don't know why they would do that, but it worked, I guess.
Looking outside is Sam.
Oh, there's the Browns defense. Sack against Darnold.
Garrett is there to close the door. Garrett was on a
and that's why you play any defense against the Jets.
Derailed the middle of his season, but the fine pass rusher for the
I forgot I played the Texans defense against the Bengals. That's not good. Dobbins. You think Tyreek will do good this week? Yeah. He's got 52 yards already. It's not even the end of the first quarter.
Into double coverage, ball goes incomplete. Pittsburgh.
Falcons defense was pretty trash to start the year. They played better after they fired Dan Quinn, but I mean, it's still Tyreek Hill with the best quarterback in the league. Like, he's gonna be fine.
Telling you, John Hussey will join us in the booth in the second half.
All right, is he gonna score here? Dude, Dobbins, you gotta catch that. Oh, never mind. He gets a rushing touchdown. Anyways.
And at least on this play, Michigan gets the best of Ohio State.
Uh-oh, though. Did you see Dobbins? See what he did? See, my bad.
No, there's no my bad.
And Houston continues to work with a 7-point deficit to the Bengals. And Deshaun Watson with a play action. First and goal for Houston.
Sorry if I just blew your ears.
So it's second and goal in both of these games. Lamar Jackson under center, turns and hands off. J.K. Dobbins.
J.K. Dobbins gets in. Baltimore up 14-0.
Outside with Deshaun Watson, and he gets stopped inside the 3-yard line. But J.K. Dobbins.
Drop. Shut him down, open up, shot.
With a rushing touchdown for the excellent young back out of Ohio State. A look down the goal line here as the Baltimore Ravens, right before the end of the first quarter, scoring for the second time.
Not getting too outflanked, and they make a play for this Bengals defense.
From the 3-yard line.
If the Texans can score here. They can't. I already saw what happened. Yeah. Kick the field goal.
Trying to get it to Waring, the tight end. It's 4th down.
Thank you all for hitting the like button. I think the like button does something. You can hit the like button for free. It doesn't even cost anything. I don't know what it does, but I think it makes me go up higher in the rankings. I don't know. So if you're just watching right now, bored, hit the like button.
Right, you see a team go for it on 4th down on you, and you come up with a big play. You really don't have. You're just playing with house money right now. I would have loved to see them.
Chicago Bears are approaching.
Chicago Bears.
And we'll double them in here as Houston attempts their field goal. Kaimi Fairbairn.
Was it a mistake starting Ridley over Miles Sanders? A mistake? No. I do think Miles Sanders is going to have a really good game, but I mean, we can check out. I won't bring it up on the main screen, but let's just take a look at Calvin Ridley's past few games.
To win a football game, I think that's certainly the emphasis. You look at the worst win percentage since the 2018 season. All three of those teams have had,
especially with Julio Jones out this week again. Like,
it's just too hard.
You're like, who are you starting over Miles Sanders is the real question. Like, past 3 games, Calvin Ridley, 108, no touchdowns, 124, 1 touchdown, 163, 1 touchdown. How can you sit that? It's still really early too, though. Jimmy Graham going off today or what? 3 receptions, 47 yards. He's probably done for the day.
Trubisky was 5 of 6, 71 yards and a touchdown. Then
Hey, thank you for hitting the like button.
Make him 5 and 7.
Now, if you want to hit the sub button. Who all started this man? Who all started this man in fantasy? Alvin Kamara. Anthony Miller? Oh, that's Miller. Or Mooney. Mooney's been kind of solid. So Houston's got the field goal. 7 came back from that game yet. This is weird. Chiefs Falcons, I'm pretty sure, might have been the highest over/under out of any game. And it's the only game that doesn't have any points in it. Oh, it's a 6-man league. Okay, that makes more sense. Josh Allen, Eckler, Montgomery, D-Hop, Ridley, Diggs.
He's just going to help. Should just probably take him.
Oh man, that's tough.
Makes it 3rd and 17.
I might have started Miles Sanders over Montgomery, but I understand if you can't. Like, that's what's tough about 6-man leagues is because everyone's going off on your team, so it's so hard to predict. Like, every guy is going to have a good game.
Talent on this offense this year.
Buy the fatigue thing?
Well, I think what it is, it's mental, right? It's like you're thinking all the time. And so every team goes through it, right? Pittsburgh just had it a little bit tougher.
Well, both teams content to let the clock run down to the end of the first quarter there. Let's go big picture. 6 games going on across the league.
Yeah, exactly.
The 2 teams in the early window here with a
like, you know, every guy that you have is probably going to at least get 10 points. You're really just going to who has the highest ceiling, and that really comes down to game script a lot.
After 1 quarter.
That's what makes it easy about 10-man or 12-man leagues. It's like a lot of the time you're just playing the best guys on your team. You just want a solid floor. But in 6-man leagues, you want a solid floor with a really high ceiling. And Montgomery has shown he's had a high ceiling. Calvin Ridley has had the highest ceiling out of any wide receivers in the past 3 weeks. So
on Sunday Night Football at Lambeau Field in Green Bay.
I think you made the right decision. Just when Miles Sanders goes off for 40, don't hate on yourself. Right?
Game head to head, which would open the door for the Titans to win the division later on tonight. We'll keep you updated on all.
So we got end of the first in a few games. Colts Steelers, Giants Ravens.
Playoff ramifications. We'll dip in for 1 play or so here.
Backfield now, he moves up into the. He's right behind now as Allen drops back. Standing at the 20.
Hey, thank you for the 2 people that subscribed.
Get a game break with Carissa.
Thanks, Chris. Check in on a couple teams that look familiar to your audience. Colts in Pittsburgh. Colts clinch a playoff berth with a win, and Ravens lost 3rd and goal.
All right, Bears at the Jacksonville 1. See, Montgomery's might get a touchdown here, so I'm probably wrong. Defensive pass interference.
Bengals and Texans as the start of the second quarter here with the Bears just outside the red zone.
Here's the pass interference play. Oh, that's not right. He was out of bounds. They really give him a defensive pass interference for that? Mooney was running the back of the end zone.
This is unfortunate because Trey Herndon is in great position. He does everything right. Just watch this. This is a throwback. Look at Herndon. He's in great position. Look, he's everything right. Now just turn back and find the football. I mean, there's no.
Welcome to all that are joining the live stream.
And he just panics like
we are watching Red Zone. Also talking to fantasy football. Feel free to hit the like button. It doesn't do anything. I can't see it, but I think it makes the live stream go up higher in the rankings. So if you don't mind, just do it. False start. Rip.
Neutral zone infraction.
Oh, neutral zone infraction.
Number 93. Half the distance to the goal.
Wait, so how are they at the 4-yard line now? What did I miss? Oh, okay. We did an end around play with Cole Kmet. Lost 3 yards. Just, it's first and goal in the Jacksonville 1. You're not going to run Dave Montgomery. Like, what are you doing? You're trying to be cute, Matt Nagy. Just run the ball.
Montgomery in the backfield.
Wait, what the? Oh, we got a trick play coming up from the Jets game. I'm not showing y'all it, but we got a trick play, touchdown from the Jets game. Sorry for all that start of the Browns defense. We're gonna watch this one live.
Let's not get crazy here. I mean, let's not try and trick them. Let's just pound the football right downhill with David Montgomery.
Trick play coming up. It's a passing touchdown, but I'll give you a hint. It's not from Sam Darnold.
Negative plays, a tackle for loss in this part of the field.
Second and goal now as the line of scrimmage is backed up to the 4.
A lot of pre-snap movement from Chicago.
Now we got a timeout in the Bears game, so this play's not going to happen. All right, show the Jets game. Show it to me.
Timeout, Chicago. They're first.
Sometimes the coach doesn't trust the quarterback.
Here we go.
From the Jags to the team.
Here we go. Here we go.
The inside track to the #1 overall pick in the draft.
Sam Darnold under center.
Down at the end of the first quarter here.
The handoff. Jamison Crowder to Braxton Berrios. Jamison Crowder, best quarterback on the Jets. I said it.
Just had this happen in the Colts and Steelers game. Play action for Phillip Rivers, feeling some heat. Ball is stripped loose on the ground.
Oh, Steelers get a fumble recovery.
Come up with it. It's almost a scoop and score for Mike Hilton.
God, Steelers defense doing everything they can.
Double box in second and goal here for Mitchell Trubisky and the Bears. Mike Hilton almost takes it to the hotel.
That hotel?
But it'll still be
all right, so we got 4th and goal at Chicago. I don't know if they'll go for it. Matt Nagy, kind of a risky coach. He might go for it here.
67 quarterback pressures for Watt coming in. He does it every week, week in, week out.
They give it to Snell. Snell looking.
Benny Snell stuffed.
And this is where it's just so
many good players that have since moved on.
3rd and goal. The pass, far side, open, juggling. Did he make the catch?
Pass incomplete. Allen Robinson.
That's Allen Robinson.
All right, so they kicked the field goal in the Bears game, up 10-3. Playing it safe against the Jags, I can't hate the decision. Odds are you should probably hold the Jags to a low amount of points. So just take what points you can get there. Bengals going the wrong way. We got 3rd and goal at the Steelers' Indy 1-yard line. Went for Deontay Johnson, incomplete.
On the slant to Deontay Johnson.
Trying to run the end around with the tight end.
How has no one scored in this Falcons-Chiefs game?
Cairo Santos from 20 yards out, and that kick is good.
These guys get places quickly, and they make those windows very small. And that's where you got to run the ball down here, and they just haven't been able to do it consistently enough.
Again, they're going to go with an empty backfield for the 2nd straight snap. 3rd and goal. Movement.
Oh, he had Juju right off the hands of Juju. He's too busy doing TikTok dances. But was that 3rd down? They went.
Offside.
Oh, we had offsides. Okay, so spoiler alert: James Conner touchdown, rush up the middle for 1 yard. If you have James Conner, congrats, you got lucky.
Checking back on the scoreless affair between the Falcons and the Chiefs. It is 3rd and long for Matt Ryan, and
Matt Ryan sacked. All right, I have to go to the restroom real quick. So while I'm gone, if you don't mind hitting the like button, hitting the subscribe button, I'll be back.
5 punts between the two teams.
Lowers his head and he reaches across for the touchdown.
Tough physical yards, making the fumble matter. Hilton timely, pressure. TJ getting that ball, getting their offense into a short field. And this is it. Get under center, run the ball right at them. It's tough, it's physical, it's December. This is the Steeler football.
Yeah, this is what it used to be. This is what you expect it to be. It's what they've been trying to find and discover.
They just got to get back to downhill a bit. They run a lot from the gun, right? They don't have a lot of play actions, so you don't create those big plays there.
We'll watch the extra point to see if it'll be tied up at 7 as Patrick Mahomes trying to get over midfield on 2nd and 5.
The pumps and incomplete for
Extra point now. Matthew Wright in today for Boswell, who is out with
for the coaches, right?
Best time to teach that part is on ugly wins. You really don't want to make your team say, hey, we're good. We're 13-1. What? God, you're not happy with what we're doing. Now, it's that fine line that he's got to walk, but it's a great opportunity to do it. Listen, we saw in the playoffs last year on their way to their Super Bowl championship. No lead is safe by the opponent. But
Did I miss anything? Pittsburgh kicked the extra point. That doesn't look like it. Terrell Williams getting carries. I don't like to see that.
Has a completion. Hardman did not get there. Sure, tackling. It was Grady Jarrett all the way out there.
Defense is ruling the day so far in the first half at Arrowhead. Daniel Jones 3rd and 4.
God, Giants offense has been a disappointment this year.
Couldn't come up with it there as that 3rd down didn't work out. This 3rd down.
What happened here?
And Patrick Mahomes in the offense.
Oh, okay. Jaguars 32-yard run by Agumbawale.
4th and 1.
But wait, what? What is happening in this game?
Darrell Williams has it. Darrell Williams has the first and more down to the 35. And he's gotten 11.
Did he get 32 yards or not?
4th and 1.
Where's Ozigbo at?
Just because that jet sweep,
Not to be seen.
Jet sweep, watch it cross the formation, and then you get a nice pull by Nick Allegretti on the outside. And look at that gap right in there. You're going to hit that, stay tight, shoulder level down. Almost came all the way out for a big explosive run.
Chiefs offensive line a little healthier today with Remmers.
So this game tied up.
To the right guard from the right tackle.
This game's getting out of hand. Ravens looking in a final form heading into the playoffs. It's good for them. Chiefs have yet to score against the Falcons, but they are on the Falcons territory. And Jets up on the Browns.
The Cleveland offense short-handed at wide receiver. Again, it's going to be the tight end. And this is the other tight end. We showed you Austin Hooper getting into the action. Harrison Bryant with a catch there.
We'll check my DraftKings real quick.
6 completions, 5 of them to tight ends.
Contest.
You know, on that 4th down right there, the way this game is going, they want to keep this possession moving forward.
Mahomes on the rollout. Here comes a Luakon.
I'm in first. That's good.
Combination with Kelsey, but Luakon was on his tail, maybe forced the errant throw.
And that's the hard part. We talk about Arizona all the time with Kyler Murray, that it looks sometimes a little bit backyardish. You know, it doesn't look pretty. The thing that I think really
Mahomes is going to bone some people in the championship.
Is the structure that is.
He's got 84 yards, no touchdowns. Tyreek Hill, kind of a decent game, 50 yards.
How good they are in that situation. And I can't imagine how frustrating it has to be for defenses when you do everything perfect and it turns into a big explosive play by Kansas City.
I got you. Here we go. Let's go, Blue 80.
Second and long. Pressure up the middle. Look at a step up.
Dump off to Nicole. Nope, Darrell Williams. Nice little play for about 13 yards.
But that play worked like a charm. And Williams with a 13-yard gain.
Yeah, the guys up front just got to have a better feel for this screenplay right there. When you get turned loose that quick on your pass rush, you got to put your foot in the ground and go the other direction. Good play call by Eric Bieniemy right there. And good confidence in Darrell Williams. A lot of talk with Clyde Edwards-Helaire out of the lineup. You know,
Brandon Allen pushing the ball again against the Texans. Does A.J. Green have any receptions?
They're not worried. They really like the
I'll take a look in a second after this Chiefs play.
3rd and 2.
And off to Darrell Williams. Stuffed. 1 yard. Gonna be 4th and 1 at the Chiefs.
Everywhere early, and it looks like another 4th and short coming up.
Yeah, and again, it'll be interesting to see the
AJ Green, 1 reception, 5 yards.
Nick Kaiser coming out onto the field, and it's funny. You go through the reasoning by Andy Reid, and there's some times where he thinks points are more important, so you line up for the field goal. This time, it sounds like the possession and kind of
looks like Chiefs are going for it, 4th and 1.
The way you expected it to.
Jets in Cleveland red zone again. All the Chiefs just did a spin. I don't know what that was about. Direct snap to what the hell? He's looking to throw it. He's throwing it to Mahomes. Oh, he got picked though. Oh, what are you doing? That was the weirdest play. Sammy. I mean, that's basically I don't know what that was, but you could have kicked a field goal.
You get better field position. Either way, a turnover for Kansas City, and the Chiefs having no points against the Falcons is one
arm punt. I mean, that wasn't even a punt though, because they could have just kicked a field goal, I think.
Week 16. The New York Jets are in the red zone.
So it's still 0-0 at the Falcons. Let's check the over/under. Vegas lines week 16.
Snapped and gets to the outside, gets into space.
The over/under for that game was 54.5, the highest on the slate, and it's the only game that has 0 points in it. It's the only 2 teams. Oh, actually, sorry, the Giants have 0 points. So.
Their plane took off. They had to get up early this morning and get a late walkthrough in because their walkthrough was canceled. Right now, the Jets are getting a little pep in their step, and the Browns are dragging.
Yeah, what is the Browns doing? Trap game.
It was their defense doing it for them. Baker Mayfield fakes the run, and he gets hit.
Oh,
We've seen a couple of strip
Baker
sacks
fumbled.
So far. Jets come up with this one. Terrell Basham got in there.
This is a typical Browns game. They play good some weeks, and then you get the Jets, and they just
But the Jets got the football, and now the
absolutely
Jets
just fall apart. I don't understand.
They've more than doubled the Browns' total yardage to this point.
2nd down 5. Here comes Darnold. Goes down the play and incomplete. And hit by Olivier Vernon as he was throwing that ball to the near side.
We have seen Mike Hilton make a play in the Pittsburgh.
Philip Rivers dropping back. Goes it deep to T.Y.
Probably the most famous Hilton in recent time in the NFL. It's T.Y. coming up with the catch. 25 yards from Philip Rivers, and the Colts are over midfield.
Fired up a little bit. Needs their defense to get fired up right now. Get them off field on 3rd down and hold them to a field.
Passing touchdown, Chris Herndon. The Jets are going to beat the Browns.
3rd down 5. Johnson in the backfield to the end zone.
Wide open. Oh, my. Look, I don't care if the Browns are missing 3 wide receivers. You can't give up 13 points. They missed an extra point, by the way. 13 points in the start of the 2nd quarter of the Jets. Jets aren't good. Sam Darnold is playing for his job right now. He's like, I don't want Trevor Lawrence coming into New York, taking my job.
Who's in the middle of a playoff race?
Oof.
What is going on?
Fit this one into the post, and you just look at Deshaun Gibson. I mean, he made
Jacksonville passing touchdown. DJ Chark shows up to the fantasy football championship.
Out of the corner of his eye.
2nd and 10 against the Chicago defense that has held its own. In the
Jaguars kick the extra point to tie it up. What a play. That's just all DJ Chark right there.
The ball is caught by DJ Chark.
Damn, there's a really good looking woman walking by. Sorry, I got distracted for a second.
Rich, we'll take a look at it again, but how much did that look like the catch DeAndre Hopkins made about a week ago?
Yeah, great catch, great concentration.
Don't compare DJ Chark to DeAndre Hopkins, please. Never do that again, okay? It was a good catch, but really.
Vildor, the Bears, and he just never gets his head around soon enough to find the ball, but really nice adjustment
Colts
here by DJ Chark.
trying to take the lead against the Steelers. We also have the Ravens pushing the ball again. Yeah, this game's already over. Once the Ravens put up 7, game was over. We could have called it there.
For the tie.
Wayne Gallman just looked good for a few weeks. Now is not really doing much. JK looking good.
One-win Jags are tied with the playoff hopeful Chicago Bears. You got a tie game here between these two.
Whoever plays the Bears in the playoffs loving it. All right, Phillip, hand off to JT. Picks up the first down.
Cleared out that left side, and Taylor 3 straight rushes.
So Phillip Rivers been throwing the football.
We got a lot. We got okay. Never mind. We got 2 teams in the red zone right now. We need Deshaun to start putting up some points.
Ran for a first down. The only thing that's tripped up the Colts so far was the turnover that gave a first and goal instantaneously.
What about the Rams?
To Pittsburgh, who capped it off with a touchdown.
Taylor's got such a gift to kind of get in there.
Rams aren't playing till the afternoon.
Easy to defend that, Jim. It's like, well, what do? You just got to get strong and take it on.
First down from the 16. That's a corner blitz. Rivers anticipates.
Jack Doyle?
Doyle at the 8. This is what Frank Reich was talking to us about.
Indianapolis in the red zone. Mark Andrews just caught a pass from Lamar Jackson.
Oh, you hope they win. That's gonna be a good game. Rams Seahawks. Yeah, Wilson been struggling a little bit lately. Rams good pass defense. Cam Akers is out this game. Who should the Texans hire? Franchise is broken for coach. I mean, the obvious choice is Eric Bieniemy. I don't know. I mean, one good thing the Texans have going for them is, unlike a lot of these other franchises that are probably going to fire the coach, like the Jets don't have a quarterback right now. Adam Gase is done after the season. The reason the Jets kept Adam Gase is because they hope to lose. So Jets don't have a quarterback. Lions, Matt Stafford, he's kind of, he is what he is at this point. Falcons, Matt Ryan, he is what he is. The Texans have an up-and-coming elite quarterback. Now, the rest of their team is trash, but that's what can draw in some good coaches. Jonathan Taylor to the 1 yard line. Okay, never mind. Jonathan Taylor just came in. 1 yard touchdown. Yeah, Henderson and Malcolm Brown are good running backs. Cam Akers has been looking really good lately, though. Hayden Hurst touchdown. Also, thank you for the subscription to. It didn't pop up for some reason. No nog, no entry.
Taylor gets the call. Taylor fighting. What an effort. They had him for a loss. And he's across for the touchdown.
JT with another touchdown.
Even when you play good defense and get.
I think Henderson. I had Henderson in my DraftKings lineup for a second, and I pulled him out because I don't know what McVay is going to do in the rushing game, but Seattle's actually has a decent run defense. Their defense has been playing better lately than earlier in the season. Usually Hayden Hurst touchdown coming up.
There for Justin Tucker's field goal attempt. As look at the Atlanta Falcons.
That was a shovel pass to Hayden Hurst.
Atlanta touchdown. It's Hayden Hurst for the
Baltimore up 17-0.
Score at Arrowhead, but it's Atlanta jumping ahead of the Chiefs.
Chiefs haven't been, the Chiefs of late. Let's check out their schedule. They've had, they've been winning obviously, but I think they're 7-7 in their last 14 games against the spread.
And so Hayden Hurst on the touchdown will go down as a reception.
Hey, appreciate the subscription then, Amani. Amani, 2010.
To give the Falcons up.
Yeah, I've been doing this live stream for the past 6 weeks now. I think next year I'll be doing it every week. Calvin Ridley with a big play. You're going the wrong way though. You got to score on that. Let's check Calvin Ridley's stats. He has 1 reception, 54 yards. Giants are going to lose. Yeah, and the sky is blue as well.
back to MetLife Stadium.
Oh, are the Giants going to lose? Oh, yeah. They're down 17-0. They haven't been able to do anything on offense. Daniel Jones has 17 yards. Like they ain't coming back. Sorry, man. Sorry if you're a Giants fan. You better just hope Washington loses against the Panthers. Though I don't even know. Do y'all have the tiebreaker? I'm not sure if you're a Giants fan or not, but I don't. Okay, so Giants had the tiebreaker against the football team, so that's good.
We just saw the update there with Mike Glennon starting at quarterback for Jacksonville.
So both extra points, good.
Former Bears quarterback, so maybe a little extra incentive for him to try and get that win today.
Big drop back here for Mayfield.
Doing my live stream every time. Hey, man. I'll be looking for you every time. Also, if you're just joining, I think if you hit the like button, it helps me out. I don't know what the YouTube like button does, but everyone says smash the like button, so I'm gonna tell you to smash it. Oh, you're a Rams fan, okay. Oh, that's why, okay. So Eagles got a big matchup later today against the Cowboys, which could be that's a big game for that division.
Unless they're saying helmet to helmet. I mean,
look, Julie Aiden, if you want me to show the game, I'll just get banned, all right? I commentate the games. I show it every now and then. My team is.
I guess his face mask made contact with.
In previous years, it was the Texans. Now it is the Bills. I'm not rooting for the Texans this year because they let Bill O'Brien stay along. Green Hunt stuffed in the background. Bill O'Brien ruined the Texans. That's why I'm not a Texans fan this year. Next year, if they hire the correct person, I'll come back to the Texans. But for now, it's the Bills.
And the Jets not playing pushover. No, they're not. Here we go. Matt Ryan for the Atlanta Falcons throws a 5-yard pass to Hayden Hurst. It was a 90-yard.
Who do I pick, Hurts or Herbert? I believe we had a live stream earlier today. I don't know if you were able to catch that or not, but I think we had this question earlier, and me and another guy that is on this channel, Ryan, both picked Hurts. Herbert, I don't know if check to see if Keenan Allen's playing, especially if Keenan Allen is not playing later today. I would definitely go Hurts, but he's also going to be missing Hunter Henry, so both have good matchups though. Jets with another sack. Oh my God, Baker. Baker's trash.
Well, the second sack of the day, as you said, Kevin.
Imagine Deshaun Watson on the Browns.
He's been sacked 7 times. He's only 18 sacks on the year. So the Jets right now defensively have cranked it up and have put constant pressure on Baker Mayfield.
So now they've allowed 20 sacks. The Cleveland offense has allowed 20 sacks, third fewest in the NFL. They only had one since week 13 coming into today. As Trent just said, now they've got a couple. The Jets D does. 3rd and 21 and incomplete. Looking for who?
Oh yeah, go Bills, man.
Down there by Matthias Farley.
Bills Mafia.
Cleveland is going to have to punt again because of course
Monty ain't doing enough. I mean, they had the ball at the 1-yard line, and they decided to run Cole Kmet with the end around instead of just giving the ball to David Montgomery. I don't understand what Matt Nagy does.
New York City-based team, the New York Giants being shut out here in Baltimore. They've only had the ball for like 5 minutes in this game.
He had a decent run early in the game, like 20-something yards, right? Got 32 yards. Still really early, though.
So it's not an audible. No. I want to just clarify this in case.
Oh, you're playing against Jonathan Taylor? Yeah. That's rough. 2 tutties already.
As the score indicates, this was a nice play earlier in this drive. Roll out for Daniel Jones, linking up with Sterling Shepard. 14-yard gain and a first down, G-men.
Giants are on the other side of the 50-yard line. Why is Alfred Morris getting the ball?
All right, we're going to show you the Chiefs offense.
Someone tell me why Alfred Morris is getting carries in 2020. Can't believe the Jets beat the Rams. That's just a typical Jared Goff game, right? Jared Goff makes you think he's a good quarterback sometimes, and then just does that. Okay, Morris. Morris heard me talking shit. Let's get a touchdown. Who needs a touchdown for fantasy? I'll give you a touchdown for fantasy if you tell me the name you need. Right now, I'm looking deep for. Who was talking trash about AJ Green? 38 yards.
Jacksonville here. I think it's going to be a fun. Well, actually, no. Is that that's a defensive holding? That's a
Allen Robinson for a score. I'll take that. Trubisky to Allen Robinson. Well, they don't have the ball right now.
This one should have been a first down, but he had a penalty, and that's unfortunate. Gutsy, aggressive call.
Once they get the ball, it'll happen.
Backed up in their own end.
Dustin Colquitt with the kick, and the fair catch is made at the 33 EU.
As the season wore on,
Bengals looking to score again.
Play or two with everyone else at the 2-minute warning.
Watt, of course. And open Higgins. Did he keep his
D. Higgins.
And the official right there says catch made.
All right, Bears get the ball now. Got 4 minutes and 30 seconds left in the second. I need Mitch Trubisky to do anything.
Higgins does it right here, performs it, and executes it to perfection. Gets 2 feet down. Great throw by Brandon Allen.
Pick up a 28 yards. Quick snap. Pirine into a crowd. Inside
Pirine,
the 20.
Samaje Pirine.
5 minutes to go before the half.
Does nothing.
Bengals have had the ball.
All right, Bears.
17 minutes.
I want actually, I don't know if I want Jaguars to get Trevor Lawrence, because then the Texans have to play him twice a year.
And your coordinators and whoever you have looking down to tell you to hurry up to the line, because that's a waste.
And I don't know if any of y'all were here last week. Oh wait,
It's a 2-minute drill for Patrick
I'll say this in a
Mahomes.
second.
Nothing on the board so far.
Mahomes pumps, fires, and he's got a completion to Kelsey, his 100th catch.
So the Patriots play the Jets in Week 17. And someone brought up a nice conspiracy theory saying the Patriots are going to throw that game, let the Jets win, so the Jets cannot draft Trevor Lawrence. So Bill Belichick doesn't have to play Trevor Lawrence twice a year. I can see it happening.
But always at critical times, it seems like Patrick Mahomes gets the yards down the sideline.
Amaning, what happened?
Again, the frustration. You get him off the spot just with 4, which means you've got 7 in coverage.
Giants at the Baltimore 18, finally trying to score.
For the first down.
You liking all my videos? Thanks. Yeah, we went through the top 100 players in the offseason. We'll probably do that next year as well for fantasy.
Another blitz. Mahomes gets rid of it behind McCole Hardman that time. It'll bring up
The
second down.
Falcons really about to shut out the Chiefs in the first half. Passing touchdown, Zach Pascal. What happened here? Oh, man. Sam Darnold looking to inflict some pain. All right, Bears. Let's start throwing to Allen Robinson, right?
Good football right there. Double box with the Bengals, who have a 7-point lead once more after the field goal. Mahomes is in space. Mahomes looking for a first down and coming up a yard short.
About 9 yards.
So since he goes up 7,
As a defense, you cover everything downfield. This time, you get him out of the pocket with just 3 guys rushing, and there he goes.
if you're just joining, hit the like button. Even if you're going to leave after this, just hit the like button. Red Zone stream buffering. Refresh it real quick. Oh, we have to bring up another one. Try this one.
And they'll use their first timeout.
Just had the Giants get in the red zone. We'll go back and forth here with the Chiefs. Actually, we won't, because the Chiefs are going to take a commercial timeout. And suddenly the Giants-Ravens game is going to take a commercial timeout. Let's go back to Heinz Field right now as the Colts...
And Rivers is going long. He's got a man open. Pascal has it. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Touchdown, Zach Pascal.
This is the stealing blitz that they've been running forever. They call it a cross dog. And
I really need to blow my nose.
Two inside linebackers are going to cross. And what a job by the interior of this offensive line and the back. He's going to come here, and then the other backer is going to cross. And all this movement should be disruptive. But they pass it off, and it's an unbelievable job by Kelly and Nelson to get there, and then Taylor really does
Did a great job. Taylor picking up.
Also, if you're enjoying the stream, I'll say it right now. I've been doing this for the past 6 weeks, just watching Red Zone. We also answer questions right before Red Zone for fantasy football purposes. So if you hit the subscribe button, you'll be able to watch those, and also we go over every player in the offseason. So hit the subscribe button. We're 5 away from the goal right now. We're at 6-10.
And we'll get you back to those in a moment. The Giants specifically.
It's Trubisky.
To check out Mitchell Trubisky.
5-yard run.
Just across the 35-yard line. You know, wasn't that Indianapolis
I need to get a Coke Zero real quick.
To be in trouble today, missing both their starting tackles on the
I will
O-line?
be right back.
Yeah, but, you know,
Coke Zero time.
Great, they've got a quarterback that doesn't need a lot of time back there in the pocket. He gets the ball out quick. They run the football. They're a good play action team. And they've got a defense that they can hang their hat on.
Coming up on 3 minutes to play in the first half. 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. And Montgomery to the 40.
We showed you Sam Darnold trucking Malcolm Smith on the quarterback scramble up the middle. A play after that, it is a strip. Ball goes loose. Malcolm Smith recovers it. It's Myles Garrett from behind. Ruling on the field was an incomplete pass. They reviewed it on the coach's channel.
We got a strip sack.
The ruling on the field stands.
Oh, what?
Believe it or not. They did not say it was empty hand. It was an immediate recovery, certainly, by the Cleveland Browns. But they don't get the football there. We're out of the 2-minute warning timeout, or out of the timeout in both of these games. Chiefs and Giants in play right before the half.
Breaks the tackle. It's got enough for first down. And again, Chiefs with 3 timeouts, so the time is not a factor here. It looks like Andy Reid wants one here, as he signals for one, and he will get it.
Thank you to whoever subscribed. Not popping up for me. Oh, thank you. And we got buffer again.
On 3rd down. Jones will step up throwing for the end.
Oh, looking for the first touchdown for you. Oh, they. All right, they kick a field goal. It's gonna be 17-3 Giants. They're still gonna lose the game, but hey, at least they got some points on the board.
Good throw here.
Colts taking a big lead against the Steelers. I didn't realize that.
Left arm that's wrapped around. Now you can keep
Who will win, Rams or Seahawks?
You can have that arm, you just can't impede. There is no 4th down.
So the line is Seahawks -1.5. Basically a pick 'em. I do think the Rams match up with the Seahawks pretty well. Though Goff doesn't play well on the road.
He doesn't play a whole heck of a lot, but he has
Give me
good moments this year for Atlanta's D.
He really has. He's going to come loop all the way from the inside out. Well, actually coming from the second.
Give me the
level.
Seahawks.
So real nice job with the feel of understanding the rush lane.
31-yard try for Graham Gano, who has made 27 consecutive. The kick by Gano is good for his 28th.
Chiefs trying to finally score. Darrell Williams stealing all the carries right now. Sorry to whoever started Le'Veon. He's got 4 carries, 10 yards, 1 reception, 9 yards. That's what you're kind of worried about is for some reason Kansas City just goes away from the run a lot. Why Seahawks? I don't really have anything to base it behind. I'm thinking Jared Goff doesn't play well on the road. Seahawks looking to kind of turn things around. They haven't been playing that well the past couple of weeks. Darrell Williams trying to score. I guess they put up 40 against the Jets, but they only beat the football team by 5, lost to the Giants, only beat Philadelphia by a couple. I think going into the playoffs, they're going to try to let Russ cook a little more. Just a real nice job. We saw this earlier. There's the pole in the lead. It's going to be a close game. Like I said, the Seahawks are favored by 1.5, but it's basically a pick 'em. Plus, Rams got Cam Akers out, who's looked good the past few weeks. KC passing touchdown, Travis Kelce 4 yards. There you go. You avoided a Tyreek touchdown.
We saw that play in a very similar situation earlier in this game. So that shows the confidence they have in the ability to get those tough yards.
First and goal. Mahomes standing in and delivering.
That was close. That was close. It's probably going to get reviewed, but I imagine it's upheld. Let's see here. Right at the goal line. Give me the other angle.
There's just hesitation. Not quite sure. Is Deion Jones going to carry that to get it? And watch A.J. Terrell, number 24, at the end of the play. He's up. He's looking. And I just think that
there is the Kansas City offense.
I don't know how you overturn that.
As you see one more look at it, they'll make sure that he was in the end zone or that the ball was in the end zone as he
it's close.
Covered up by a defender.
I mean, it's incomplete. He didn't drop it. It doesn't look like, but he might be short. I don't think you can overturn it. Yeah, they already kicked the extra point. It's good. It's Trubisky. We're looking for that Allen Robinson touchdown, right?
Trubisky on the slant, that's incomplete over the middle.
That ain't gonna do it.
You know, we were talking during the break, Rich, talking about how difficult it is to go against a team so desperate for wins, like Jacksonville or like a New York Jets team.
Clock stops there. Earlier on the drive, right out of the 2-minute warning, it was Allen Robinson. They've been looking for the former Jag for sure.
Most underrated receiver in the league.
Robinson has 3 catches for 36 yards here in the first half.
Looks like Brandon Cooks has a 25-yard reception.
Trubisky, far side of the field, catch is made inside the 40-yard line by Allen Robinson.
The ruling on the field stands in Kansas City. Chiefs have a touchdown. The extra point is
so Chicago's going to take a timeout here.
7, Kansas City and Atlanta. A reminder, the Chiefs only need to win today, and they have locked up home field advantage and the bye week in the AFC playoffs.
Chicago
I'm going to show this, but they're going to call a timeout anyway. So. But they didn't.
Trubisky.
Oh, never mind. Okay. Now they call a timeout. So you got 1st and 10 for the Bears. Jacksonville 26. Allen Robinson having a good drive here. 5 receptions, 57 yards.
For the Chicago offense.
Timeout is called.
While we wait, I'm going to check my DraftKings.
Drills happening, including this one here in Baltimore. The Ravens with a 17-3 lead. 42 seconds remain. They are just over midfield. Well, quick timeout, and they sneak in a TV timeout commercial break there. We'll go back to the scoreboard here. As we're going to come to the Baltimore
I'm in
game.
second place.
Commercial break is over. Let's show you a Baltimore play that got him kickstarted.
Yeah, 10.7. That's a good start to the first half for him for sure. I said all he does, especially with Mitch Trubisky. Mitch Trubisky under center, he loves to target Allen Robinson. Already has 7 targets first half. Darnell Mooney having a decent game. 6 targets, 3 receptions, 31 yards.
41 rushing yards. Back to Jacksonville here. They're out of the timeout.
I gotta try this subscriber notification. For some reason, I gotta sneeze. I'm gonna be like,
protecting the football.
On first down, Trubisky.
All right, we made it.
Down once and then throws and overthrows his intended receiver, Komet.
The Cleveland Browns are stuck.
What are the Browns doing, dude?
Points in the first half against
Dude,
Jets.
Baker.
Gets sacked. Nathan Shepard kind of went low on Baker there, but no penalty flag. Cleveland has 76 total
That's
yards
gross.
on offense. They also lost a fumble earlier in the game that we showed you. 13-3.
Uh-oh.
Short-handed
We
Browns.
got a Texans touchdown. Who is it? I'm not showing y'all.
2nd and 10, time running short on the play clock.
Does anyone have any Texans going in chat?
Seconds. Shows 45 seconds. Please reset the stadium clock to 40 seconds on all screens.
The Texans have tied it up, I think.
Watching the Colts and the Steelers out of the 2-minute warning. Ben Roethlisberger down by a couple of touchdowns, going right side, and nobody home.
Zach's got cooked. Well, Zach,
Deontay Johnson not anywhere close to that one.
stick around. You'll find out.
6 yards of offense. And again, the Steelers trying to clinch the division.
So you've probably already seen the sleeper. Depending on what, you've probably already seen the score, but we'll watch it in a second. Oh, Bears at the 13-yard line. Another pass to Allen Robinson. Let's get Allen Robinson a touchdown. I promised. Who was it? Let me scroll up. Someone wanted Allen Robinson touchdown. Unicorn. We're gonna get you an Allen Robinson touchdown here.
Looking left, throwing left. Incomplete.
Just watch right here. Watch this little area right here. It's going to say Allen Robinson touchdown from Mitch Trubisky. Let's make it happen.
Pass interference. Defense, number 34. Spot of the foul. Automatic. First down.
We go to this Texans game? Jesus.
Andrew certainly has.
Oh, what a play. Watch down here. Allen Robinson touchdown. It's coming. I feel it. No unicorn. We're getting you an Allen Robinson touchdown. Because I need it too, all right? I got that Mitch Trubisky, Allen Robinson stacked.
Trubisky with time. On the move, coming back this way. And looking and throwing to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
Wait.
Established it was a first to touch. As a result,
Wait, what? Yeah, I meant next. He was targeting Allen Robinson, okay. He might have got picked off, but at least he was going for Allen Robinson. So next half, I meant Allen Robinson scoring a touchdown.
Just throw the ball away and live for another down.
Can we go to this Texans game? They scored like 15 minutes ago.
And most importantly, you cannot have turnovers. This is just a bad decision. Is these
third down, Jackson on the keep. Lamar Jackson with a first down to the 30-yard line. Jabril Peppers.
All right, here we go.
And
Texans.
call a quick timeout in the Baltimore game at 29 seconds remaining.
Zach, you watching? Brandon Cooks.
Deshaun Watson having a pretty decent first half here for you.
What's up, Ravi?
Players, 149 yards passing, that touchdown, and the Houston Texans are all tied up at 10 apiece with the Cincinnati Bengals. Deshaun, for what it's worth, just 5 rushing yards for the Texans QB.
Yeehaw!
You like Big E in that matchup?
I do.
Yeah, I think
Disparage King Corbin.
so my championship matchup, I'm not in it, but Lamar Jackson with a 20-yard run. Dude, Lamar, oh, that was the play.
Leonard Williams popped free, and Lamar Jackson wanted nothing to do with the man who's got a career.
I gotta check my championship matchup in my league. It's not looking good for one of these guys.
I mean, and he's been holding the ball for 2, 3, 6 alligators we counted, which, by the way, we matched up. It was almost exactly second per second.
Nobody doubted you. We knew you were an efficient counter.
But at 23 seconds here,
Brandon
you still
Cooks,
have an
21
opportunity
points.
to do whatever you want. As long as that sidelines knows, and I'm sure they do, that if they've got to rush onto the field for the field goal, 18 is usually the cutoff, 23 plenty.
All right. Here's the Lamar Jackson run for 20 yards. What did Jags do? Did I miss something? Wait. The Bears get the ball back. They're probably going to kick a field goal here. There's only 8 seconds left. But did Mike Glennon throw a pick? Of course he did. Of course Mike Glennon threw a pick. Come on. I mean, the Jags are trying to lose. For some reason, the Jags and the Jets are both trying to win this game right now, but they shouldn't be. They should be trying to lose. Like, who wants? Does no one want Trevor Lawrence?
7 seconds left on the right side of your screen. Okay, whistle stops the Baltimore play there. 7 seconds, 8 seconds now on the right side of your screen.
Thank you, whoever just hit the subscribe button.
Jacksonville over, and the Bears are going to have a chance to break the tie right before the half. Okay, there's a stoppage in the Baltimore game, stoppage in the Bears game.
Here's the pick from Mike Glennon.
Mike Glennon back to pass, and
that's so bad, Glennon. You literally just threw it directly to him. Glennon, what are you doing?
Jacksonville, interesting play calling there in their own end in a 10-10 game. Of course,
we need some coaches being fired in Jacksonville.
There. I mean, some of the home fans watching this game live might be rooting against the home team.
That's true.
For the sake of the #1 pick in the draft. It is weird times. It's a very 2020 first half here in all of these games. Okay, the Bears get a little bit of yardage and take their last.
All right, so Baltimore kicks another field goal, and Chicago kicks a field goal going to the halftime. We got 3 games in halftime right now. About to be 4 games, about to be 5. So all these games going into halftime. If anything big happens, I'll put it up on the board. But we'll go through the NFL Twitter, look at some of the touchdowns.
That's 18 touchdowns.
So we saw the Deshaun Watson and Brandon Cooks. I believe we saw Mahomes and Travis Kelce. Let's see what Darnold did. Oh, this is where Darnold trucked someone. And Mahomes scramble.
He just made it easier for him. He just made this, as Jay said, instead of a 50-yard kick, it's a 40-yard
nice little play.
On the way and right down the middle.
Anthony Jackson Manning? No, I don't.
Okay, so they cash in right before the half.
Phillip Rivers, Zach Pascal,
who is controlling their own destiny after Arizona's loss yesterday.
Anthony Jackson Manning.
They control their path to the playoffs. If the Bears win out, they will be in the playoffs. If the Jags lose out, Jacksonville will have the #1 overall pick. I mean, heck, Jacksonville's losing right now. This game, the Jets are winning. If both of those scores hold up, Jacksonville will clinch the #1 pick in the draft today. They don't need to worry about Week 17 if the Jets win and the Jags lose. And you've got the Bears, the Steelers.
Oh, Juju. Oh, Juju fumbled again, but he fumbled in.
Pittsburgh was in a hurry.
Oh, Juju got so lucky.
Triple zeros on the clock. Pittsburgh struggles.
Juju almost just fumbled again.
The Indianapolis Colts look strong.
I gotta blow my nose again.
21. Pittsburgh 7. So Pittsburgh's not handling their own business, but if this score holds up, a Cleveland loss would automatically clinch the division for the Pittsburgh Steelers. So Pittsburgh wouldn't win the division. Cleveland would win the division for Pittsburgh by losing, if that makes sense.
But you're already out to your own 38-yard line because of the poor punt. there's still some opportunity here for the Browns to utilize the middle of the field, get guys up on the ball, and spike the ball. You don't necessarily have to get it out of bounds with this much time in that type of field position.
Nickel secondary, second down 2. And here's a pass low and uncatchable for the wide receiver Marvin Hall, thrown by Mayfield, incomplete pass. Mayfield low on the throw, and Hall, who has only been with the team for 20 days,
all right,
side by side with 2 practice squad
I think my nose is clear
today
now.
for Cleveland.
All right, so we got 1, about to be 2. So I think the Browns are the only team that have a chance to score going into halftime. Thank you, everyone, just hit the subscribe button. 6:13, 2 away from the goal.
3rd and 2 with the first down. Hooper hit by Farley, brought down by Luvu, gain of 9, quickly assembling.
See who's leading the team, and so we got Austin Hooper, 4 receptions, 45 yards first half. That's pretty good. All 3 tight ends, top in receiving. That's how I kind of expected it.
Harrison Bryant, the rookie tight end, who surprised them when he fell to the 4th round in a slot position a lot of the times. He kind of has that body. He can play almost several positions on offense, but there he is, and he's had a pretty good day so far with a couple receptions.
Well, just like you'd think, Kevin, 13 of the 21 pass attempts by Baker Mayfield have been to the tight ends.
So they need 17 yards to get to Parkey range. The kicker.
The stream I'm watching, someone says that seals the deal. I'm no longer a Browns fan.
Underneath, he's got his receiver. That's the guy we're just talking about, Harrison Bryant.
Harrison Bryant with the reception.
Down on the play by
Someone's unsubbed. Are you kidding me?
Assembling here.
How dare you?
1st and 10. Another spike. 2nd and 10. 9 seconds to go. And Cleveland, no timeouts. Cody Parkey from 50 yards or more in his career. 8 of 10.
Excellent job by
Who do I think is going to take the Super Bowl? Well, I'm a Bills fan, so obviously the Bills. If the Bills make a Super Bowl, I'm jumping through a table, I'll get it on video, and I'll post it on our Instagram channel. You heard it here first. Bills going to beat the Chiefs in the playoffs, going to the Super Bowl against the Green Bay Packers. All right, someone just screwing with me now. They keep subscribing and unsubscribing.
Millette was over there at about the 37. Heavy pressure on the play by Terrell Basham. So now 5 seconds left. Let's see what's on that sheet for Stefanski. It says bring in the field goal unit.
So Brown's going to kick the field goal here to make the game a little closer against the Jets, down by 7 if they make it.
Miami, Chicago, and Tennessee. They're going to bring in Jamie Gillen to try this
guy's jacked.
Field goal, however. He is the punter.
Hey, why is he kicking field goals?
And this will be a field goal of 61 if he makes it. And he
missed it.
will have it short, picked up by Berrios. He'll run it the other way. No time.
God, Browns are just
down on the play by Batonio, the left guard. So they brought in,
and that's going to take us to the half there.
What are they doing? Browns are losing to the Jets by 10 at halftime.
The Browns for a couple of different reasons. If the Jets win this game,
you gotta think what? The Bills making the Super Bowl?
And that's
they
the
are.
nicest thing I can say, because Jets fans are just face palming right now.
Yeah,
There's
I'm not even.
we're gonna hand the #1 overall pick in the draft, like locked up automatically. Doesn't matter what happens next week if the Jets win and the Jags lose, which is happening. Now that's on the negative side of
the Jaguars getting
here today.
Getting Trevor Lawrence.
On the other side of things, the Pittsburgh Steelers, trailing by 2 touchdowns at the half, will, if they can't come back in the second half, lose out on their opportunity to win their way to the division title.
What are the Jags do? So we got Chiefs, Falcons started the third quarter.
Pittsburgh, the AFC North title. If the
We need some more points in this game.
second half and the Steelers can't, then we've got a one-game showdown in Week 17 for the AFC North crown between the Browns and the Steelers head-to-head. Other things that we're witnessing, probably the strongest performance of the first half, maybe outside of Indianapolis, is the Baltimore Ravens looking strong against the New York Giants. Baltimore cannot be eliminated today, and they don't have any clinching scenarios today. The Ravens want to win out, and then they would need a little bit of help to get a wild card spot in the AFC.
What is happening?
The New York Giants, meanwhile, have an elimination.
So let's go through some of the box scores here. Ito Smith getting the majority of the carries. We only got Todd Gurley with 2 carries. Todd Gurley has fallen off this year. Does have 2 receptions, 34 yards. Calvin Ridley, 1 reception, 54 yards. Just not a lot of scoring in this game. Not what we expected there. Browns, Jets. I don't even want to look at that box score. That's gross. Colts, Steelers. JT, 2 touchdowns. Zach Pascal, 58 yards. Juju actually has 50 yards. I wasn't seeing that. Deontay Johnson, 10 targets first half. Only has 27 yards though, but still solid floor.
Was so good. Said, you know, it took a while for our offensive linemen to get used to him.
That's about it.
Such a different runner.
So different.
Ty gets 39 yards.
Than Hilaire and Bell, when you look at what they do, the patience and the kind of the delay by Bell as opposed to the explosive quickness of Hilaire.
And now we got a penalty flag.
Neutral zone infraction.
All right, that was right in the mic.
5-yard penalty. Still second down.
It's on Aluakon.
Aluakon. Yeah, he definitely he went across.
Again, just the little things. You know, it doesn't seem like much at this point, but this is they've been here before, but they've never been able to finish, and you don't want to have anything negative along the way here to start this second half.
Here is Bell right up the middle.
Heavy on. Nice little run.
You talked about the Falcons being in this spot before, and this is what
y'all gonna make me lose my mind.
When you look at them by half, how about this? They've outscored their opponents by 67 in first half.
Up in here. Up in here.
I mean, that's incredible.
And it's not just what happens at halftime either, because teams adjust throughout the course of the game, the entire game, from the first series to the last series.
For this live stream.
It'll bring up a second down.
Really nice coverage. It's one of the things that you have to do. They call it plaster coverage. When Patrick
Plastered.
Mahomes pulls that ball down and starts moving outside the pocket, you've got to lock onto your guy and stay with him.
Even Jones on Kelsey, so nice job by that secondary. And a 2nd and 10.
Sorry, 1 second.
Mahomes gets it out to Hardman. Looks to make a move and stretch for the first down. And
let's go Buffalo. Yeah, they don't play until tomorrow night. Should be a good game though. Division game against the Patriots.
And if you're going to play off coverage like that, that's easy for.
I imagine. I actually made a little mini bet. I took the Patriots plus 7.5, but Bills should win that game. Bills already locked up the division. First time in however many years, a long time.
One team gets a bye for conference this year. Mahomes underneath
Deion Yelder. So far, this is the only game back from halftime, Falcons Chiefs. Top of the screen, Mecole Hardman, 20-yard reception.
And maybe just getting into a rhythm, right, Kevin? I mean, that first half was kind of all over the place, and they just looked a little bit out of sync. I think you come out here in the second half, we see a couple of runs to Le'Veon Bell, and now when we get to the passing game, it's quick. You know, it's Mecole Hardman on a timing route. It's Deion Yelder just on a little hook curl.
Here's the end around from Hardman coming up for 20 yards.
Mahomes on the give. Hardman on the jet sweep. Makes a move. Breaks it.
Ooh.
Inside the 20.
Dang, if he could have broke that one, that would have been a touchdown.
Hardman. And the Chiefs marching right down the field, and Hardman's got 20.
They actually play it well. Watch on the far side.
Le'Veon Bell for 11 yards. First and goal out of line of 7.
From the inside out, but just
Le'Veon finally getting some run.
Ability of these groups of skill players.
6 for 19.
I mean, I'm thinking he's going to the house on that one. It looked like he was going to weave his way right through the middle of the field for a touchdown.
I think Buffalo might take it. They should. They're the better team for sure. But it's a division game. Bill Belichick, you know, they didn't make the playoffs, but they're not trying to give up. Travis Kelce, pass incomplete.
This is something you'll see on film when you watch Kansas City. Watch their offensive linemen. They're always on their feet. Okay, now it's stopped. Look at them. Look at them all come over. They all kind of jump in. They get behind. They start to push the pile forward. Their running backs, no. I just keep
I like it.
upright, keep churning my legs. My big guys are going to get in behind me. They're going to help.
Those that are watching, hit the like button. We're at 10 likes right now.
And he got 11 yards somehow on that run, and it's a 1st and goal. Bell stays in the backfield. Mahomes looking for Kelce, throwing that way.
Ooh, had Kelce in the back of the corner. Also, we got a pass complete to Le'Veon Bell.
You had talked earlier about the Chiefs and their run game and their, you know, showing toughness in those moments. They've had games, the Buffalo game, showing you if we have to run it, we will. Is today one of those games?
For some reason,
I think it could be the way that
Kansas City just doesn't like running the ball.
I
I don't know why.
Started with Le'Veon Bell.
A lot of people took Clyde Edwards-Helaire first round in fantasy. They're probably didn't make the playoffs because they just boned them. But
it's more than capable of carrying the day.
Yeah, they're able to pressure on Mahomes, backfire, now floats it back to Bell.
so we got another game coming back from halftime. Giants-Ravens. That game's basically already over, but still some fantasy players in it. So we'll keep an eye on that.
Get a cross formation right here. Get into the screen.
And then we're waiting on 4 other games. They should be coming back pretty soon.
It's a good job of the sell right there. Look at everybody zeroed in on Patrick Mahomes and just a little bit over the top. If he catches that, it looks like he might be able to walk in.
So instead, it brings up a 3rd and goal from the 7.
Gonna do a little refresh. Oh, Mahomes picked off. Oh, he's going to take it. No, he's going to Tyreek Hill. Oh, he fumbled it now. Oh, he fumbled it out of bounds, though. Wait, safety?
It got knocked out of his hand, but it should stay with Atlanta.
This isn't right. It's not a safety.
Yeah, I don't know why Patrick Mahomes felt he had to get it there quick because Foye Oluokun is standing right in the throwing lane.
Okay, they took the 2 points back. Tyreek Hill just turned on his DK Metcalf Jets and saved the touchdown there.
But you can see the athletic ability of Foye Oluokun right there from his days back at Yale playing in the secondary.
But I mean, I don't bet at all. This was like a friendly bet between 2 friends for like $20. So could the Bills cover? For sure. Don't take my betting advice. Only my fantasy advice. Also, I'll say when I made this bet, I had quite a bit of whiskey cokes.
As we go to the quad box, we just had 3 more games kick off into the second half. Upper right-hand corner, Ravens with a 17-point lead over the Giants.
I also took Bengals +7.
Bears are up a field goal against Jacksonville. Lower right-hand corner, the Indianapolis Colts up 2 touchdowns in Pittsburgh against the Steelers. Let's check back in with Atlanta on 2nd and 19 after the sack.
On 2nd down, pressure again. Ryan looks to
Ryan sacked.
Back-to-back sacks that time.
Back-to-back sacks. You took Kansas City as well? Well, that one's not looking too good.
You mentioned those changes at center and left guard, and that's exactly where the pressure's coming from right here. Chris Jones is going to be on the right guard pushing. Derek Notty's on the center pushing. They collapse that pocket on the inside.
Back-to-back Pro Bowls for Chris Jones. He probably should have made 3 in a row. He had 15.5 sacks 2 years ago and didn't make it. And now look at this defense. Has Atlanta in a 3rd and 22. Got to get to the 38. And Ryan gets it underneath the hearse. He's got a long way to go, and he's going to get nowhere near it as Ward's going to shove him out of bounds. So what a stand by the D, but also
a couple of updates in these third quarter games. You got the Daniel Jones-led New York Giants 3rd and 3. Downfield cannot connect to Evan Engram. The Ravens will force a Giants punt. And then in the Colts' first possession of the third quarter, Phillip Rivers drops back, finds Mo Alley Cox. Where was the Pittsburgh defense? They don't get to him until he's 15 yards downfield. The Colts with a 2-touchdown lead. Now, Indianapolis theoretically could clinch a playoff spot today. They are winning, but they would need the Ravens to lose, and the Ravens are up by 17. Check in with Mitchell Trubisky and the
Mitchie, what you gonna do for me?
That pass is incomplete. That was a 3rd and 5, and the pass intended for Anthony Miller.
And that was 3rd down. We'll see what the Bears do on 4th down. I would expect it to be, it could be a long field goal. We'll check back in a moment.
2nd and 2. And falling for the first down. Taylor.
Just
A-Rod. 8-yard reception.
Kelly, Nelson, and mash it up, and it's not a very big play, right?
Bears are keeping the offense on the field on 4th and 5.
You cannot, and they've done more than hang around. They've made this
4th and 5, Bears going for it. Well, they get it. I think they do, right?
Comes the blitz.
It's the A-Rob catch, right? Yep. Monty been doing good this drive? Let's see. A couple receptions. 9 carries, 39 yards.
Every week we try to be 1-0. I know it's cliche, but that's the way they believe it.
So we got Brady in here rooting for a Monty touchdown. I believe it's Unicorn doesn't want a Monty touchdown.
Yeah, it's really struggling is Herndon.
Robinson now 7 catches for 77.
So I don't know who to go for.
And Nall has replaced Montgomery in the background.
Someone's going to be disappointed.
He throws outside, and that is complete to Anthony Miller.
Look at how many guys touch the ball, right?
JT, 18 yards.
The ball, you hand the ball off to Taylor.
In the red zone against the Steelers here.
And Hilton's got a couple catches too over there. Oh, Doyle caught one.
Also rooting for no JT. Well,
base your defense up.
This guy's pretty consistent. Taylor into the secondary.
He's getting close in the red zone.
Jacksonville 20.
Got Bengals pushing the ball too. Hand off to Demont, stuffed in the backfield for -1 yards.
Big number 93, Daniel Ross. He's done that earlier in this game.
Ravens about to score again on the Giants probably.
People come in, they go whoop right to their guy.
Whoop.
Great communication and team effort.
6 plays, 61 yards.
It's gonna be a pass incomplete. But watch this. We're gonna watch the Bears. We're gonna bring up the Bears and just see what happens in the Colts game.
This side of the field complete at the 15-yard line.
God, Allen Robinson's just a beast. 8 receptions, 84 yards. Hey, Montgomery rushed for 8 yards. Kansas City, they're at the 34-yard line, on 34.
Is the lone bright spot against Cincinnati.
Tucker already got 2 field goals, right?
Well, he's calling a hot play if he comes Hilton off the slot.
2nd and 10, hands it off. Hines.
Ooh, why is Hines in the game? Like, I know you're not hoping for a JT touchdown, but like, they're giving the ball to Nyheim Hines.
On first down, this is Montgomery.
Hey, Montgomery, nice little rush. 8, 9 yards.
To about the 6.
Oh, it says 8 yards right here.
Was that open?
Because Williamson thinks it's
Touchdown, Mitch Trubisky rushing.
You might think it's miscommunication a little bit, but that's some of the stuff Frank brought over from the Andy Reid, Doug Peterson stuff.
Rivers gets sacked on 3rd. Well, here it is. Spoilers. Mitchie with the rushing touchdown there.
A touchdown and a field goal previously. This is 2nd and 2.
Play action.
On the move.
And
to the end zone for the touchdown.
This is the benefit.
Oh, Bengals scored. I'm not even going to scroll down to see who did it. We're going to watch it live.
You see the run action. You see the
You start to make me wonder. Whistle first. Was going to be basically a PAT distance of 33 yards before the flag.
Did they get anybody off?
Who scored for the Bengals? I'll take an AJ Green touchdown. That'd be nice for my DraftKings.
Defense number 94. 5-yard.
All right, Chiefs punt the ball back to the Falcons.
There's 8 guys going off.
Look at Watt.
The Bengals and Texans have gone into the third quarter.
Jamison Crowder, 25-yard reception.
Just a straight off left tackle run.
Oh, that's such bad. Gio. Oh, P. Ryan. Oh my God, that's gross. That's such bad tackling. God, Texans suck. That's why I'm not a Texans fan.
And that kick is good. So they put up 3 on a 9-play drive.
That's so gross.
And you got to wonder, how capable is this current, today's Pittsburgh Steelers offense? How capable
Yeah,
are
Steelers
they
are bad.
from down by 17? That's the deficit in the early third quarter. This one's a surprise here. The Jets have the football. The Jets have a 10-point lead.
Whatever was said at halftime was
Steelers bad, Jets, Browns bad, Ravens, they're okay.
Catches, 60 yards. He's thrown a touchdown pass. He's in motion right there. 1st and 10. And an end around, and this time it comes to Perriman.
Oh, made a guy miss. That's a run. Thanks, Browns defense. And they're holding the Jets at 13. It's just Browns, like, dude, like,
Just 7 points for them through the red zone
this is what sucks, like, for them. 9 carries for 4 yards.
Good job by Atlanta.
Like, you can't have that. You got to run the ball better than that.
Largest upset win for the Jets in the Super Bowl era. The first one, Super Bowl III.
Let's see. The Jets have 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Jets have 6 rushers with more yards than your entire team. You got 4 yards rushing. They have 6 guys with more than 4 yards. And we got a passing touchdown, Jamison Crowder. Oh my God. Jamison Crowder. Browns. Jets. What are you doing? The Jets need to take notes from the Jaguars. This is how you lose a game. Oh my God. Wide open.
Blown coverage in the secondary, 30-yard touchdown pass by Darnold. His second today, 3rd touchdown pass of the day.
What are they doing?
And they've taken a lead.
What are they doing?
Of 19-3 over the Cleveland Browns.
This is just going to be a bunch formation. Crowder's going to be lined up to the
Browns.
inside. He's just going to run a wheel. But watch the other 2 receivers as they come off the line of scrimmage. They catch the Browns in man-to-man coverage. So it's just your normal.
Dolphins are already good. Yeah, that's why I hate the Texans. Dolphins gonna be a good team, man. I don't know why they put in Tua when they're trying to go for a playoff spot, but finally they realize, hey, Fitzpatrick, not a bad quarterback. If the Dolphins start Tua next week, I'm done with them.
And then meanwhile, the Cleveland Browns will have just been kicked in the shins by their loss because it means that
like Tua may be the future, but Fitzpatrick is the better quarterback.
2020, and they still would not have clinched a playoff spot.
If you're trying to win playoffs, you start Fitzpatrick. Tua had 94 yards passing in the 4th quarter. Fitzpatrick came in. Let's look at this. Where's their box score at? Fitzpatrick came in the 4th quarter, had 182, almost doubled Tua's yards in half a quarter. and led them to a victory and had a touchdown.
If they win today and win next week, they're in. They're only the third team in NFL history with a 6-game losing streak.
How do you start Tua after that?
Yeah, how do you get that ship back on course? And
Oh, Diggs is definitely underrated, yeah.
There was a spot there in the season when the Bears got absolutely terrible.
Diggs is a really good route runner. And finally, Josh Allen has someone to throw the ball to.
They go jumbo that time, and they get the needed yard, and they continue the drive.
And back to what they were doing to start the game. And to Pam's point, I mean, you lost Ben Neiman. All right, you're down to 2 linebackers.
Talked early in the game.
You elevated today just to have an extra body.
I haven't looked at any of the draft stuff at all.
Football at them a little bit and make them play.
What do the Dolphins need, though? I'm trying to think of their needs.
And they do. Smith.
I don't know.
Short gain there, not much.
I mean, their defense is pretty legit right now, so I don't know if they. I don't know. They're just. I mean, they're a well-rounded team right now. Yeah, I mean, you can never go wrong drafting O-line. I mean, Myles Gaskins, when he's been playing, has looked good. Even Ahmed. I do think they might need a receiver like Devontae Parker. They've had him for a few years. He really hasn't busted out. He's had a couple decent games, but maybe someone to help out too a little bit.
Snap is good. Hold is good. Kick is good.
Can we stop auto playing videos in 2020?
Offense, number 61. It's a 5-yard penalty. Still second down.
One of those replacements you were talking about
Yeah.
was on Matt Hennessy.
Well, we had a long touchdown run the last time we dipped into the Bengals.
Because I mean, they have Preston Williams, but here. Oh, what? David Johnson showing some burst. Oh my God, I haven't seen that in a couple years.
And it's a 38-yard run for David Johnson.
Yeah, I just think Devontae Parker's had his chance to prove himself, and he'd probably be a really good number 2 wide receiver, but he's just not a guy that he's going to take over a game.
From the linebacker spot, it brings up 3rd and long.
Hey, fantasy football players, were you forced under some circumstances to have to start David Johnson today?
David Johnson with a touchdown.
He had the 38-yard run we just showed
Okay,
you.
DJ.
It's a short touchdown run. He's got 68 yards and a touchdown.
Hey, look at the Steelers trying to score finally. I don't understand how the Steelers' offense is this bad. If you just look at the names on their team, Chase Claypool, Juju, Deontay Johnson, Connor, their offense shouldn't be that bad, but it is.
And the penalty's going to be on the Chiefs.
Beasley is a really solid wide receiver. Again, it's not a guy that's going to take over a game, but as they're number 3 because I consider John Brown their number 2 when he's healthy. He's really good. He's a nice dump off guy for Josh Allen. Need Monty to score. Should have gotten rid of DeAndre Hopkins. Don't remind me of Hopkins, okay? Houston fans are still salty about that. All right. Steelers gonna score here.
First and goal. Roethlisberger throws
Nope.
incomplete. And a flag comes out. James Washington was the target.
First and goal for the Steelers. Is it gonna be Benny Snell or James Conner? Monty, so it looks like Jacksonville is going to punt here, so Bears will begin the ball back soon.
Tight coverage down here. This is why I think Claypool needs to be in on some of these big physical man-to-man type situations.
I was never a big fan of James Conner. He looks slow.
They have great receivers, but he's the size.
Whenever he gets room,
Defense number 27.
he doesn't have any burst.
You just heard Tony Romo talking about the rookie wide receiver out of
But he's got good receivers. He's like Chase Claypool. Chase Claypool with a long reception.
34-yard gain into the red zone for the Steelers.
And they can condense the field.
Snell was the running back on first and goal.
So Benny Snell stuffed for -1 yards.
Punch one across from a yard out. Will Snell be given a chance? Yes, he will. Snell.
Yeah, so Big Ben's time in Pittsburgh may be coming to an end soon.
just an outstanding job by DeForest Buckner inside, shedding. They call this pin and pull, so watch this side come down. Buckner's going to come right up. You see how the whole defense comes.
I mean, Deontay Johnson's good. He commands a lot of targets. He just doesn't really do much with them.
Great job by this
I think he's Big Ben's kind of safe outlet.
Empties out the backfield.
Juju just hasn't been performing what he was when Antonio Brown was in there. Was on the Steelers. Got 3rd and goal here. It looks like it's going to be a... Like, that was a bad throw. He had, I don't know who it was coming across the middle. It's probably a better throw there. Who do you have coming across the middle here? Oh, Benny Snell?
Yeah, Little Holt might have got away with him that one.
The New York Giants down by 17.
Or doesn't catch him. Well, yeah. That's true.
Wayne Gallman out of the backfield, running back downfield.
4th and goal, dude. Like, you can't run the ball one time. When Big Ben's looking this bad, you ran the ball one time, 1st and goal at the 1. Deontay's Aguilar 2.0. Hey, Aguilar's been having a good season this year. Oh, Claypool. Okay, that was a good throw. Claypool got to catch that, though. Y'all didn't see it. Claypool had the ball in his hands, just dropped it. We got a fumble by... I don't know, too many words. Fumble by someone. Look at this. That's dead. Put it right on the money. Claypool got to catch that one. What do the Colts do?
And they're going for it on 4th down.
Oh, they stuffed him. Well, spoiler alert.
Samuels is the running back.
Pittsburgh doesn't score here.
Seldom used. 4th and goal. Pass. Knocked away. What an incredible.
Dude, if you know you're going for it on 4th down, it's 1st and goal at the 1-yard line. You run it one time. You run it one time. 1st and goal at the 1. You run it one time. That's terrible.
As the Indianapolis Colts maintain a strong
no one learned from the Seahawks, did they? No one learned from the Seahawks. They keep wanting to throw it on the 1-yard line.
It's either Pittsburgh or it's going to be the Cleveland Browns in the AFC North, but Baltimore fans probably still interested in seeing the Steelers losing at home. Ravens winning at home, but field possession for Daniel Jones.
I agree, Brady. I agree. But Bears are actually winning the game, so. And I have Mitch Trubisky on my team, so I'm not complaining about them passing too much. But look, Steelers, you're down 24-7. You got to score here, and you run the ball one time on the 1-yard line.
Gain that trust of Shanahan and the staff out there.
Dan Montgomery, 12-yard run. How's he doing? Is he close to 100 yet? 46 yards.
For Baltimore. We'll be right back after this message from State Farm.
During the injury timeout, let's check out another AFC North offense. 3rd and 5 for Baker Mayfield, and the Browns' struggles continue. They've had 5 punts today.
The Browns and what? The Jets are winning 20-3.
So they got all the wide receivers out. The Browns
God.
Is running the football. They have 4.
How are the Bengals like one of the best looking teams in that division right now? I mean, Ravens obviously, but
back to Jacksonville.
Montgomery.
Like seriously, Browns, dude, you're losing to the Jets.
Back to M&T Bank.
Feeling okay as he tests this out on the way to the sideline. That is a guy that the Ravens could ill afford to lose going towards the postseason. Tramon Williams checks into the ball game.
Tom Brady, Mike Evans. Yikes. Yikes, Brady. Well, JT already got 2 touchdowns, so I don't know if a fumble is going to do much for you there.
The street has filled some huge voids this season, but you're exactly right. Maybe one of the most irreplaceable guys in that entire defense.
Unless you got some people on Steelers, is that why you're hoping for it?
In the pocket, throws it short. Shepard cannot break free of Patrick Queen, who's now over 100 tackles.
Henry Hurts, Monty, Kelsey. So Kelsey got you a touchdown. I mean, Deontay, okay. So you joined the live stream earlier, I remember. So Henry can easily go off for 40, especially against the Packers defense. Their rush defense is not very good.
Maybe both of their remaining
Hurts, great matchup against Cowboys. Should easily get you at least 20 points. Knock on wood. Knock on wood if you're with me. So you got some big hitters left. A couple guys. Monty needs a touchdown. Though the good thing is Bears should be running the ball quite a bit these last 2 quarters. Tannehill is very efficient now. I don't expect him to pass very much, but he's really efficient with his passes. That's why you can have a guy like A.J. Brown have a good game and Derrick Henry. The way to attack the Packers is definitely keep Aaron Rodgers off the field and just run the ball a lot. And that's what the Titans are good at.
Only the Jets are worse in the red zone than the Giants this year. 46% touchdown percentage.
After losing 6 straight games.
All right, Trubisky, what you gonna do?
Trubisky on the slant, got his man inside the 25.
Allen Robinson just so good. 9 receptions, 97 yards. Yeah, they're play action. Yeah, it's so good because you've got a dude like Derek. Oh my God, that's just bad. Passing touchdown. T. Higgins, 20 yards.
From Brandon Allen. Probably not fantasy considerations for either one of those guys, but a nice hook up there. Getting the Bengals.
I think I played the wrong Bengals wide receiver.
Piling up the yardage inside.
Jones with pressure coming, throws it back the other way to Shepard, and Shepard is going nowhere. Well diagnosed.
You're going nowhere.
By Matthew Judon.
Yeah, exactly. Like, people try to stack the box against Derrick Henry, but it doesn't matter because Derrick Henry is 400 pounds of straight muscle, runs a 2.4 40 yard. I mean, it's a little exaggerated, but yeah, he's a beast. And then you got A.J. Brown. It's hard to stop him. All right, Bears in the red zone, Jacksonville 6-yard line.
On 2nd and 7, this is Montgomery picking his way around the left side, inside the 10 to the 5.
I like how the Bengals score and the Texans score, and they just wait like 20 minutes to show it because they know that game doesn't mean anything.
He fell to the 3rd round. A guy that runs the way he did, a 4.8 40 and nearly 300 pounds out of A&M, and who's really come along and challenged.
Hey, David Montgomery, rushing touchdown. There you go, Brady.
When he does well.
On 1st and goal, Montgomery gets the call and gets the touchdown.
David Montgomery been a beast these past couple weeks.
The Bears have been relentless here in the 2nd half.
Like I said, you still got some heavy hitters, Brady. I feel like you'd be all right. I don't know the rest of your team, but
just nothing.
Should be good.
It's the zone run scheme. You see him step through a would-be tackler and just walk into the end zone untouched.
If he makes it, they'll tie Josh Brown for the longest field goal streak in Giants history, and he does. 20
of the Jaguars.
That extra point
This is at the end of the 3rd quarter. Is this right? This can't be right. End of the 3rd quarter, 7-7. This over-under was projected at 54. They have 14 points now.
Between Cincinnati and Houston is tied no longer. How about T. Higgins untying it? One official said incomplete, the other said touchdown.
Oops.
You take a close look at it. The 2nd-round draft pick out of Clemson squeezed it, and left foot is definitely down. Right.
You know what time it's almost coming to? It's almost the witching hour, boys.
3 catches for 59 yards and a score. Cincinnati 24, Houston 17. Indianapolis turned the Steelers over on the goal line. Now trying to work some clock and get this thing to the 4th quarter with a 2 or 3 possession lead.
You could have a play or two, right? Like here's huge.
Ertz, Henry, Monty, Thielen, Deontay, Kelsey. You got a stacked team. Yeah, Waller had a good game. Kelsey's got a touchdown. Yeah, Waller and Kelsey. Wow. Deontay. Thielen had a touchdown, I'm pretty sure.
A chance, right, to come right back only waste about 2-3 minutes and possibly still score.
Yeah, he'd be all right.
Rigo Sanchez will be punting.
Well, Cleveland's got to get kick-started somehow. How about on special teams? They try and block the punt. They didn't block it.
Uh-oh.
And on top of that, penalty flag, roughing the punter. So Cleveland gives the Jets a first down on special teams.
Roughing the
One
punter,
more
dude.
look at it here. They were selling out to try and block the punt and kickstart things that way to get some points. And instead, bang, the
That's
plant
gross.
leg there, the landing leg for the punter. Take
Browns.
That's an easy penalty flag. The New York
Browns.
Jets
Okay, it's 4th and 7.
look like they're in control of the game against Cleveland. The Jags are
I don't understand what the
losing
Jets
by
are doing.
17 to the Bears. That again would lock up the #1 pick in the draft for Jacksonville today, and it would also mean if that score
That's just
stays
gross.
the same. Well, speaking of the Jets, you got Sam Ficken out here for a 50-yard
Ficken.
field goal attempt, and
Okay, hey!
so they don't
Browns
touch it, don't
defense
touch it, they're
blocking a
slow
field
and
goal.
dead. Maybe that'll get Cleveland going, but if Cleveland can't come back here in the late third quarter and fourth quarter, that means the Pittsburgh Steelers will win the
Hey,
AFC North.
look, you
and the
can't
Cleveland
win
Browns
your
will have to
fantasy
wait till
league at
next
the draft.
week to try and
You
clinch
can
a
definitely
playoff
lose it.
spot.
Oh, Kelsey just threw another, or Mahomes just threw a pick.
But could not hold in.
But waiver pickups, they can definitely win. Wait, we got a fumble. Sorry.
You just showed how they're out of sync a little bit. Jacob Tuioti-Mariner lines up.
Get a fumble in the Colts
and then
game.
drops back into coverage. But it's right here. I mean, you can see that. Not sure.
David Johnson with a 48-yard. David Johnson over 100 yards now. 1 touchdown.
So now 3rd down and 7.
Gotta check my DraftKings.
How about that? Only the 2nd time this year. Mahomes tried to set up a screen to Williams, and the Falcons are ready for it.
Dude, Falcons shutting down the Chiefs. Jesus.
Again, like he is nearly every play.
Well, we're watching fantasy football numbers come in, and David Johnson is starting to perform. Johnson, not great tackling by the Bengals.
Yeah, it's just 2 teams that can't tackle a running back. All right, so Casey kicks a field goal, goes up 3. I gotta go to the restroom. Someone tell me what happens when I come back.
For David Johnson.
Bucker is good. And so the Chiefs have their first lead of the day. Keep in mind that huge 3rd and long conversion on the 25.
Not even close. I mean, I just think
So Kansas City has the lead for the first time this afternoon. It's taken a while. They're already in the 4th quarter in that game, and it's 10-7 Chiefs.
how consistent he has been.
That pass is intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith.
Well, it gets tipped first by Trevathan. Trevathan's covering a different receiver. It gets tipped right into the... Trevathan's going to tip it first. Watch, he's covering the crossing route, and he gets his hand out in front of it, and it just winds up falling right into the lap. Right into the lap of Smith. I mean, I don't think that Roquan Smith ever anticipated it. It hits him right in the shoulder.
Pretty good hands.
That's a great adjustment on the fly, and that's... He moved the Band-Aid over the right eye. That's well done.
The handoff.
What? You're lying, Brady. You're lying. Who?
Well, the Bears are feeling like they can put the
You
nail
lying.
off in there. The Colts
Deontay?
could be finishing off the Steelers.
Now they
Here it is.
At the 41. And a deep ball it is. Man is there.
Deontay Johnson. There you go, Brady. There you go.
I mean, wow. That didn't take long, Jim. That's why you go for it down there. So in 2 minutes, you can just come right back and score if you don't get it on 4th down. Johnson has some serious...
Brady.
Gets in there, little double move, and just runs right by Yasin.
Back-to-back touchdowns. You get the Monty touchdown. You get the Deontay touchdown. Let's go.
Chances alive, and that's a catch. You know, he's been open on tape a little bit. He's really I see Claypool and him.
That felt like a must score for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and it's not over yet. How about a
I have no dog in the fight. I'm just rooting for people that need touchdowns.
Between the Colts and the Steelers.
I want Nick Chubb to get a touchdown. I don't even own him, but I feel bad for Nick Chubb owners because that's gross.
Approaching the end of the third quarter here, Baltimore is in control.
Yeah, I'll take a Austin Hooper touchdown.
Performance has the Houston Texans in the red zone, but first and goal will be from 5 yards farther back.
Knew how to tackle and grab, right? And the number of times I listened to him talk about that tackling, and it's fundamental.
Browns driving. Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, there was one thing you could use to get Chris Spielman upset.
We've got a couple 3 games in the red zone right now. Got Browns, Giants, Browns, Ravens, Texans.
With offensive linemen sometimes.
Well, it changes things dramatically because they go back 5, so they're at the 8. Watson to throw, open. Inside the 5, but shoved back is Jordan Akins.
I thought Jordan Akins might be a good play in DraftKings today. Let me see how he's doing.
So Baker Mayfield in the
Yeah,
still trying to
not
get
very
it going
good.
on offense, and now you're down 17, approaching the fourth quarter. You got to keep going to the
Brady about to win that ship.
Lesser known or unknown wide receivers.
I also thought Cole Kmet might be a good play.
Right there.
He's not doing good either.
I literally will have to look up the name of the player who just caught that pass there.
Now you're supposed to win by 28. Oh, how the turntables.
That was Jamarcus Bradley who caught the pass from Baker Mayfield. We'll go triple box here with the Ravens, Browns, and Texans all in the red zone. Texans get down to the 1-yard line. You got Kareem Hunt at the bottom of the screen diving inside the 10-yard line, but not a first down. And Hollywood Brown in the upper left-hand corner did not get a first
Also,
down.
if you're watching, I haven't promoted this in a while, hit the subscribe button, dude. I mean, come on. Free entertainment. It doesn't cost you anything to subscribe. I do this every week. We help you out every week in fantasy on Instagram and this. So, and we got a Chicago touchdown. Jimmy Graham, 22 yards. Jimmy Graham, that's his second touchdown of the game. Gotta refresh the live stream. Shh. Come on. Thank you, ever subscribed. 6:13 now. 2 away from the goal. Bears just ain't almost in the red zone. They scored, Unicorn. We didn't get the Allen Robinson touchdown, though. It's coming. Actually, it's probably not coming.
Down to 3. Just in time, the blitz is on. The throw,
Touchdown! Who was that? Who was it? I didn't see who it was.
3rd and 1. Mayfield himself and staggers ahead.
We gotta go to it.
Gets to the 3.
David Johnson? Was that David Johnson? No. I think it was David Johnson. Thanks, Quinn. Hey, appreciate that, man.
The Chicago Bears threatening again. Inside the 25.
Welcome to the You're Now Officially a Facker.
Trubisky steps up, throws.
Jimmy Graham. Busted coverage. Guy falls down. I gotta be doing well on my DraftKings, right?
Well, this time they've got a safety.
I'm in second place.
Trying to cover the tight end up the boundary. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or safety.
Oh, Texans got me 0 points. That's always nice.
24 hours it has been for the Chicago Bears.
Browns close. Nick Chubb. See, I called for Nick Chubb touchdown, and he provides. I don't know if any of y'all have Nick Chubb, but I just felt bad for Nick Chubb owners. Chubby. Hey. Nick Chubb, top 10 next year.
First time the Bears have gone 30 or more in 4 straight since George Halas was.
Who's drafting Nick Chubb top 10?
And Gale Sayers was the
He's probably worth it.
1965. Party on.
Now the decision you have to be made is like Nick Chubb or James Robinson. Oh, Deontay limped off. Well, Brady, at least he got you a 40-yard touchdown. Like, you can't really complain. All right, here's a Nick Chubb touchdown coming up.
Chance to win and in for Chicago. All right, we missed one play here. It was an incomplete pass.
Chubb hit. Grimes, touchdown.
Easy 1-yard touchdown.
And the Browns have scored a touchdown for the first time today.
No problem, Aiden. Yeah, you here just in time for the witching hour.
Who just tied Ernest Biner for number 7 all-time.
Should you go with Pollard or Zeke? Oh man.
27th
So
in
we.
the career of Chubb.
Okay, you were in the live stream earlier. I thought we answered this for you. The problem is that we're trying to determine who's going to get the majority of the workload. If I had to guess, I'd expect Zeke to get more carries, but Pollard might offer a better floor. Oh, it's a different league. That's so hard. Dez Bryant, sorry. I'll get that into a second, but Dez Bryant. Another touchdown for Dez. Oh wait. If it was my team, I'd probably lean Zeke. Let's see. There's actually a team in my league that owns both. I'm going to tell you who they're starting.
Huge play for the Chiefs, and we've got the Ravens back out of commercial break, 1st and goal.
To the end zone, open at the back of the end zone. It's Dez Bryant with his 2nd Ravens touchdown.
Hey, throw up the X. Throw up the X, Dez. There it is. All right, so the team in my league is starting Zeke. Now, I will say Philly's got a tough run defense. So, honestly, like I said, if it was my team, I'd probably start Zeke too, but it's 50-50. I don't know what Mike McCarthy's going to do. Can I get that PAT for Tucker yet? Drilled it. No problem, okay.
You know, Dez, he said when he came back his youngest again.
Big day for the Baltimore Ravens. They've had a 3-game winning streak, and it looks like they could be on their way to their 4th straight. And
what happens here? Sack, Bears defense.
In scenario for Baltimore. It's definitely that for the Chicago Bears, and they're having a good old time in the Florida.
So Cleveland needs to. Cleveland's still got another quarter, but
he's just going to come on a kind of a delayed blitz. He's reading the back when he sees the
there's always next year, Aiden. Yeah. It sucks because this was definitely a year where they could have won the division.
Back to Pittsburgh, please.
Just holding on to the
I am in a basketball league, basketball fantasy. There is a guy that pays more attention on this channel than I do. So if you have any questions, I'll relay that to him. Hockey. Houston doesn't have a hockey team. I'm kind of disappointed, so I don't pay too much attention to hockey. If they had a hockey team, I'd watch a lot more hockey. I played DraftKings in the past in hockey, won a few tournaments, but
he's just come back out for this snap. That's a good point about Kari. He'd been injured on the
no, basketball, football is the majority of what we do.
Touchdown strike. Here's a 2nd and 10. Trouble. Oh, that one looked like it might be jumbo. Got a flag though.
Is that Deontay there?
Look at Phillip Rivers.
Yeah, okay, well now Deontay's limping off again.
From the sideline.
Uh-oh.
Johnson again, says Tracy just talked about.
So Deontay came back in, now he's limping again. Not good. Is there even NBA games going on right now? I haven't been paying attention. Okay, no, not till later.
Defense number 23. Ball's placed in the spot.
My boy Harden went off yesterday, though.
One thing when you see Phillip being expressive like that, you don't have to worry about anybody lip reading it or.
This is my basketball league.
Something he shouldn't say because he doesn't say it.
Oh wait, you can't. I forgot you can't look at basketball leagues on the web.
It can be a little aggressive, but it's not profane.
Never perfect.
24-yard penalty. Despite the protest from Rivers.
He knows how important this is. I mean.
Oh, we got a timeout.
The momentum of this drive. The last drive was game-changing.
So it looks like a lot of the games. Actually, we got 2 games still in the 3rd quarter here. 3 games, but this game's about to go in.
Now let's see if he hits him right there.
I'm waiting for my boy Scott to come on. It's the witching hour.
From the 50.
Ooh, what a snag. James Washington makes the reception. Nice grab.
Washington for another first down. They're getting to the spots that we needed.
So I made a bet on the Bengals. I need them to win or cover 7 at least. I got them +7. Show us. I can't show you the whole game, man. Hey, 2 games in the season. That's all 8. Stop the count. Stop the count. Orlando Magic world champions. 3 and out Brownies. Ooh, that's gross. No, Browns just scored. Oh, you mean they get the ball back? Okay, yeah. So Browns definitely got the time to come back against him.
Fourth quarter in Baltimore is underway as half of the games are into the fourth quarter. The other games coming up on the end of the third. We have a 1-possession game in Kansas City.
Oh, here we go, Scott. Say it, Scott.
The others are multiple
Say it, Scott.
leads, but let's still call it, ladies and gentlemen, the Week 16 edition and the final edition in
What
the
time is it, Scott?
2020 calendar year of the Witching Hour.
The Witching Hour.
And losses become wins. Buckle up, as we could have a 1-possession game if the Steelers can score here.
Completion. Claypool backtracks.
Claypool, you caught it 5 yards in front of the line. You ran backwards. What are you
Picks
doing?
up 2 in the end. It might be the last play of the quarter. The momentum, though, has started to shift. Let's see if they get another snap away. They're ready to do it. Yep.
And if he gets one-on-one, he's going to throw this to Claypool. Watch at the top of your screen. If he stays back there, then he'll come back down inside. If he stays over there.
2nd and 9.
Fourth quarter. Didn't like it.
So what games are close? We got Falcons, Chiefs. Close game here. Browns looking to come back against the Jets. This game's not too close. Steelers down 10. They need to score here.
Just yet. We cut back to Arrowhead where there
This game's been over since the first quarter.
We're almost to the halfway point of
And Bengals Texans, no one really cares about this game, but
score up 3.
Hey,
He's got great range from that safety position, but boy, he
it's
brings a
close.
lot at the point of contact also.
Time and time again today, the Falcons defense has answered the bell against the #1 offense in the league. It's been impressive.
With a punt team on the field, we'll cut back to the Cleveland Browns trying to get a touchdown to make it a 3-point game before the end of the third
There we
quarter.
go. Perfect.
The Browns have found some success.
Browns are
in the
found.
last series where they went down and got the touchdown with some up-tempo, so they're going to stay with that up-tempo right at the line of scrimmage.
Who's the best player on the Rams? Aaron Donald. Not even close. Where's the live?
Grab over there by Jamarcus Brantley. He grabs that one.
I commentate it for you. You want me to get banned, Don?
Right there.
You want me to get banned?
When you can see Mayfield's getting a little bit more comfortable or feeling more comfortable with some of these timing throws. That type of throw is more of a timing throw. Put your foot in the back, plant it in the ground and fire it.
Nick Chubb picks up the first down. 2nd 2. Got about 5.
There finally by Hager, brought down after a gain of 5. Flag down, enough for a first down to the 41.
Well, the Jets have 12 men on the field. That's the back judge. There's actually both back judges through the flag.
If you're enjoying the content, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. The like button's free. The subscribe button's also free, but we do this every week.
Defense, that penalties decline. Result of the play is a first down.
And that's the
I'll shout you out
run today by
if you
Chubb.
hit the sub button. We're 2 away from the goal.
1,000 yards
2 away.
last season.
2.
Needing 69 to get to 1,000 today. He's got 12. 10 for 12.
Well, considering he came into the game averaging over 5 yards per carry, and today he's averaging just over 1.
Hey, Brown's going to come back.
So the Jets have held him in check.
1st and 10. The Joker
They could drop him back. Oh, terrible throw, though. Come on.
Well, that was a screen that was supposed to be set up to Njoku.
Joe within. Look at your Jaguars, man. They're doing good. They're doing what they're supposed to.
Moves the sticks. Giants are in desperation mode there. They need
Your Jags sealing up the, trying to seal up the first pick.
touchdowns, as a matter of fact. We will keep you posted, but we are back live here at Heinz Field with the start of the fourth quarter.
Can't wait for Trevor Lawrence. The Jets are, for some reason, trying to beat the Browns. I don't understand why, but they're doing it. Feels good, man.
The intended receiver, TJ Carey, is going to be flagged for this one.
Oh, we got a passing touchdown, Eric Ebron.
Goal line stop in the third quarter.
Eric Ebron.
Yeah, see if he holds right there. See that little hand? That little hold? He did the same thing.
Defense number 30.
Dude, Jags getting the #1 pick, man.
First down.
And that little hand, it's really smart, right?
Wow, that's going to be first and goal for Pittsburgh. We had
What happened here?
Kelsey get dinged up a little bit in this
Ooh.
Kansas City game. Right there in the middle of your screen trying to make a block.
Oh,
He lit off
Jets
the
trying to
field,
win
but
it.
then
Okay.
came back on the
Yeah,
field
I don't know what the
a
Jets are
couple plays
doing.
later. Something to keep an eye on.
Ebron. I think what's happened in the Jets game is Sam Darnold realizes he might be done as a Jet if they draft Trevor Lawrence. So he's not really having that good of a game, but he's having a decent game by his standards. He doesn't want to be done.
Diagnose the play. And the leverage is too far inside. Great job. Great drive by Pittsburgh. Back in this.
Need help. Flex. Logan Thomas or Tyler Lockett? Depends what you need there. You need a solid floor or high upside.
Pittsburgh is back in that game. Steelers fans feel good about that. Tennessee Titans fans.
Tyler Lockett has a better matchup between both their wide receivers. DK could get shut down by Jalen Ramsey, so Tyler Lockett could go off. But Logan Thomas been pretty solid the entire year. Now you also got Terry McLaurin out.
Just got a first down. We'll keep you posted. Cincinnati is moving
Really depends on what you need there.
range in the fourth quarter. In Atlanta, we've got
Yeah, Sam's like, hey. The thing is though, if the Jets don't get Trevor Lawrence, do they still draft a quarterback? They might. First, they're gonna fire Adam Gase. Literally, right as they win or lose the last game, they're firing Adam Gase. Brian Hill. Kind of need someone to boom. So you know who the boom guy is. It's Tyler Lockett.
Left guard and center. Watch 73 and 61. Watch how good they do this time. Great job right there. Working against the down guys. Pushing them, getting into that second level. Really good lane for Brian Hill to get into. So Matt Gono, nice job at the point of attack.
They stay with the fullback. They stay with the run. It's Hill again, picking his way inside the 35. And look, we showed you the possessions, right? Punt, punt, fumble. At some point, this team, which
Atlanta putting something together, perhaps. Check out the visuals that just happened in the Ravens and Giants game. It is a roughing the punter, but look at it here as well. The rush man comes in. Boy, got both
Mac
legs
Jones.
right there. And you might want to remember
name.
that both of the head coaches in this game were
starts, of
special
course,
teams
with the letter
coordinators
J. Mac
prior
Jones.
to becoming head coaches.
Name me
Joe Judge,
one.
John Harbaugh. It's not the traditional path.
Oh, so we got a Chicago rushing touchdown. Not Dave Montgomery though. Name me one Alabama quarterback that's been a star in the league in the past like 20 years. I'm probably just forgetting about one,
the
but
lowest amount of points Kansas City has scored this year is 23, and that was in a win. That's the lowest. So to hold them to 10 at home, it's an insane effort.
Alabama quarterbacks just don't do very well in the NFL.
Had gotten healthier coming into the game today.
It's because they're so loaded with talent in college.
But can the Falcons offense
Oh,
return
true,
the
Tua.
favor to their
But
team?
Tua hasn't even proved himself yet. Tua just got benched for Ryan Fitzpatrick last game. AJ McCarron, he hasn't done anything in the NFL. He's on the bench right now for the Texans.
A quick pass by Ryan. He hits Russell Gage, and Atlanta's
Yeah. It's like these college quarterbacks that like win national championships and stuff. They're loaded with talent in college, so of course they're gonna look good. Then they get to the NFL where everyone's good, and they're okay, but they're not superstars. Yeah, just journeymen. No, call me Ken. Fitzpatrick has led the Dolphins to a great record. Tua just comes in. Look, I brought this up earlier. Look, we're gonna go to where's the scores at? The Dolphins. Let's check out the box score of the Dolphins in the last game. Tua, 94 yards in 3 quarters. Fitzpatrick comes in, 182 and 1.
Out-leveraged immediately by Brian Hill in the flat. Don't know where his eyes were.
Now, I'm not saying Tua is going to be a bad quarterback. It's his first year. But as of right now, to be determined. Passing touchdown. Treadwell. We want some fantasy points.
Looking to throw a fade here to Ridley, and it's way in front of him. Incomplete. Couldn't catch up.
Tua hasn't been good this year, though. He had like maybe one good game. For some reason, the Dolphins benched Fitzpatrick when Fitzpatrick was playing perfectly fine.
Of the year, if they're capable of, or if they're able to do it. We still have time remaining there, almost 11 minutes to go in the fourth quarter in Houston.
I said Tua? I'm not saying he's a bad quarterback. This is yet to be determined. Yeah. Hurts. Now Hurts is actually looked good. Now look at Treadwell. Laquan Treadwell. Alright. Tua stats.
That's a really nice job because I really think Laquan Treadwell is that guy that's going to impact
What am I looking at?
So the guy releasing, so
It's a
Calvin Ridley
1 300-yard game, 296. I mean, not bad. But look at these games. 93 yards, 248. I mean, it's decent. 2 touchdowns. It's not like he's like.
The Falcons haven't been very good this year, but the Falcons
he hasn't been consistent
this year, each and every game, and they have a road lead against everyone's #1 team in the NFL in their power rankings. Patrick Mahomes and company will need a fourth quarter game-winning drive to lock up the #1 seed in the AFC.
Yeah, Bears just stomping the Jags right now.
Browns need a score to make it a one-possession game.
It's caught by Chubb, who tries to dance and hold on for
All I'm saying is it's pretty obvious Fitzpatrick's the better quarterback right now for a playoff push than Tua is. Tua's had too many of these games where he comes in and has less than 100 yards, and you're just relying on the defense. Fitzpatrick doesn't give a shit and just throws it in the air, but he scores. I got first and goal at the Browns. Kareem Hunt getting the handoff. This guy miss. Almost first down. Yeah. Yeah, Herbert's been a beast this year. Well, we'll see how he does this game. I don't know. I haven't got the check yet, but I don't know if Keenan Allen is playing today. So we'll see how he does with a. Hunter Henry's going to be out, and Keenan Allen possibly is going to be out.
And helping out Daniel Jones for a first down, Giants.
Ronnie, I can't keep the game on the whole time. I'll get banned. Peter, they're running Peter. Quarterback sneak, got the first down.
Pushing past the 5, Mayfield to the 4.
Allen is out. Okay, I didn't get the check yet, so I've been streaming all day. So we'll see how he does with Allen out. He still has a good match against Denver, though. Denver is missing like all their corners basically. Oh yeah, Burrow looked really good as well. It's too bad he got hurt though. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, Justin Jefferson been good. He might win Rookie of the Year.
Joe Judge wants to do is referee John Hussey will tell us.
Who else has been a good rookie? James Robinson, undrafted. Didn't play today. I know I'm missing another receiver.
Game now, Colts and Steelers. Here's 3rd and 5, Indy.
Indy's missed on its last 4 third-down attempts. There's Rivers. Buying time and Hayward. Pile drive.
Herbert, Josh Allen, or Hurts?
It's so hard. Boy, would that be a feather in his cap in the process.
Really, Josh Allen. Yeah, we got a
Steelers defense comes to life at the perfect
Sterling
time.
Shepard,
Roethlisberger's going to get
3-yard
the
touchdown.
back down by a field goal.
No, Keenan Allen is not playing today. Yeah. Josh Allen plays tomorrow.
A really nice job by the center getting to the second level. Anytime you run these draws,
I got my Josh Allen jersey ready in the back.
just get into their body. Give your running back an opportunity, and let's see, maybe the Giants can score a red zone touchdown.
All right, here's the 3-yard touchdown from Sterling Shepard. No, Josh Allen's not out. Oh yeah, so sorry. Herbert, Josh Allen, or Hurts. I think it's between Josh Allen and Hurts for me there. I think Hurts has the better matchup, probably the better floor. I don't know if he'll score as many points as Josh Allen, but I think he's safer.
Really good job there. You know, they're going to let you play a little bit. There's going to be some contact. You got to be.
So I'd probably lean Hurts there with Josh Allen close behind. I don't want to play Herbert without Keenan Allen and Hunter Henry playing.
We've got just 4.5 minutes here. This has the least amount of time out of all 6 games in the early window. Patrick Mahomes.
Rushing touchdown. Kareem Hunt saves his fantasy day there. Because he was not looking good. Two carries, 4 yards. Yeah. Saved his fantasy day, kind of. Still not that many points, but at least he got a touchdown for y'all. Hurts stat predictions. Where's my? Give me 250. 1 touchdown. 50 yards rushing. I think Miles Sanders has a good day as well.
Kareem Hunt is in for the touchdown. And now the Browns are back in business on a long drive as Hunt takes it in. 4-yard touchdown run. His 6th touchdown.
316 to pass TD, 86 yards rushing, and a rush TD. Okay, well, he's going off then. Travis Kelce, big play. Sorry, there's a attractive woman walking by. 250 passing yards, 2 touchdowns. Man, apparently Hurts is going off today.
Boy, there's just too many weapons out here to bring that pressure at that situation.
I just think Miles Sanders is going to have a good game, so that's why I expect a little less passing yards from him.
So I'm guessing those are the flags.
But he's got a great matchup either way. Last week, Herbert killed it with Allen, only catching 1 pass before leave. No, I mean, I'm not saying Herbert's going to have a bad game. I prefer to start other quarterbacks that I think have a better floor.
And then he's out into the open field. So
if you're missing your top 2, it's usually a lot tougher to score there.
So instead of a 40-yard gain, it's a 29.
Doug won't run the ball. Trust me, I know. I have Miles Sanders on my team. But Miles Sanders has been getting 80% snap count the past 2 weeks with Hurts as a starter. Cowboys have one of the worst rush defenses in the league. Oh, Parkey. Browns trying to ruin this.
Browns are going to need a touchdown, not a field goal in that game. We'll get you back to New Jersey when we can, but the drama is right here at
a lot of close games. Except for this Bears game.
Played 3 games earlier this year. We'll get back out there under center.
He's predicted 31 on Yahoo. Jesus. What's this, 6-point touchdown? Passing touchdown or what?
Tony Gonzalez and Travis Kelce. You're talking about all-time franchise ranks. Tony and Travis, first and second and everything. For 2 tight ends.
Passing touchdown, Deshaun Watson to Darren Fells, 22 yards. Texans trying to make this a game. Oh, we got a Cowboys fan in chat. Travis Kelce again. Nice snag.
Watching the
okay.
Steelers, Pittsburgh has got all the momentum it would feel like in the 4th quarter, and Ben,
Ebron again.
A 1st and 10 turns into another 1st and 10, or they marked him a little bit short actually, but they did pick up the 1st down eventually.
About a yard short to Hardman. And Chiefs picking up the tempo a little bit here.
Philly is just, they blew this year. They could have easily, I predicted, okay, it's going to sound bad. I predicted Philly to win this, not to win this, to make the Super Bowl before the year started. But for some reason, I don't know what Doug Peterson's doing. He needs to get fired, though.
Now they will huddle with under 3 minutes to play.
Doug Peterson's got to be gone. Carson Wentz should have been benched 5 weeks ago. Like, how do you not realize Carson Wentz just ain't it?
Get you right back to Kansas City after we show you Houston and Cincinnati.
Here's the touchdown, Houston.
Game has traded leads a couple of times.
Deshaun Watson's so good. Poor guy. Poor guy. Deshaun Watson just can't get any help. Could use a TD. All right, Brady. Now you're getting greedy. Brady's getting greedy now. He got 2 touchdowns back-to-back. Got Deontay, got Monty. Now he's asking for Travis Kelce one. Come on now. You're playing to review. Mahomes drops back, throws it deep. Mahomes. That was a snag. I don't know if that's an interception or not. It's going to get reviewed.
He does everything right except finish the catch as he goes to the ground.
Probably incomplete. The KP is nice. It's just when. Yeah, exactly. That's why it's Frank Wright. That was the genius behind the Super Bowl push, not Doug Peterson. It's like, hey, we know we have a running back that's averaging the 2nd highest yards per carry in the league, right behind Nick Chubb. Let's have Carson Wentz throw the ball to one of our wide receivers that wasn't on our team 2 years ago. To Greg Ward, who was a quarterback at Houston. What is he doing?
Because he was in the air there, he's got to come down with that.
Yeah, he's got to complete the process of the catch. He's got to go to the ground and maintain possession all the way through that process.
Yeah, nobody thinks they're going to win this challenge here, but it was 2 minutes and 1 second remaining. Raheem Morris's desperation last chance to throw the red challenge flag.
Fair. So Jets pushing the ball again against the Browns.
Let's go full here to Pittsburgh. The Steelers are on the move, trying to take the lead or tie this thing up.
Nah, Chiefs OC coming to the Texans, man.
Yeah, it's a false start. We're going to catch him every time.
Though Anthony Lynn does need to be fired as well.
Takes them back to their own, up to the Colts 49. Steelers have put up
Ringo, they're running Ringo.
For the first time in a month already.
Oh, nice. We hit our goal of 6:15. Thanks all who subscribed. James Conner, nice reception. About 10 yards.
So able to recover the
little game rewind as Pittsburgh is going hurry up. We'll have to get this rewind in quickly as James Conner finding a little bit of room here. He's been banged up with injuries, but maybe the running
Ray, I can't show the game. I'm going to get banned if I keep showing it. Oh, passing touchdown. DeMarcus Robinson. How many of you started DeMarcus Robinson in fantasy?
Final play before the 2-minute warning at Arrowhead. Interestingly enough, both the Chiefs and Steelers could lose their games and still clinch what they want as, well, Kansas City says, how about we do it ourselves? Touchdown throw, Patrick Mahomes to DeMarcus Robinson. And James Conner picks up a first down for Pittsburgh. We've got action.
Anthony Linda, Eagles as head coach. Oh, that's gross. Nah, Eagles. I mean, Doug Peterson's not going to get fired. He needs to, but he's not going to.
It's just a matter of time when you've got this much talent. And you see the confidence right there. Patrick Mahomes coming off like he never batted. He's going to come in from the left side.
Winning a Super Bowl can give you a lot of years as a head coach.
They're going to get down here. You're going to have chances over the top.
And Roethlisberger dropping back. Oh, that was a terrible throw by Big Ben. Should have been picked off, but he got lucky.
It's actually lucky that he goes and grabs him. Watch Claypool. He's going to hit him right here. See that little push? That's a pick six.
Gruden, he should be fired as well. I don't understand why the Raiders even hired Gruden to begin with, but
I mean, that ball is going. It's a
quick side note, the Kansas City extra point.
Like, that's just embarrassing. The fact that you lost there when you were up.
From the 30. Pass to Claypool.
I don't understand this infatuation with teams hiring head coaches from the early 2000s and think they're going to come in and, win them Super Bowls.
Oh yeah, up top. Just watching down there.
Gruden to the Eagles.
corner's going to get flagged for the Colts here, I think.
Everyone that no one wants, go to the Eagles. Bill O'Brien to the Eagles. I'm calling it.
Contact. Defense number 27. 5-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
That's a big one.
Yeah, he's on the backside. He was guarding Johnson. Tough call.
You don't like that? Bill O'Brien to the Eagles? Come on,
you
man.
can do that up to 5 yards, Jim. But
that was about 8 yards.
7, 8, they're going to get you.
All right, I'll be right back.
Fourth defensive.
While I'm away, hit the like button. Oh, wait, we got a passing touchdown. Juju!
New set of downs it is from the 25.
Juju having himself a game. He said, I know I put up negative points last week for fantasy, but this week, 75, 1 tutty.
Play clock down to 3. Ben beats it easily.
Is this it?
Pump fake going down the middle. Open! And it is caught for a touchdown. What a comeback. Juju Smith-Schuster puts the Steelers ahead.
We got another passing touchdown. Mike Glennon to LaVisca Chenault for 34 yards. Such an irrelevant touchdown, but hey, for fantasy, if you start with LaVisca, you probably didn't. Where do I think Belichick will end up? New England. And Bengals pushing the ball again. Alright, I'll be right back. Tell me what happens while I'm away. Hit the subscribe button. Let's try to get to 625 before the stream ends. Also hit the like button. Be right back.
You gotta take it to score like that sometimes. What a comeback right here. Roethlisberger playing outstanding in the last quarter and a half.
Right now, with the extra point. And he is able to deliver it. 3 touchdowns in 10.
The Pittsburgh Steelers were down 24-7, and they've come all the way back to take the lead in the fourth quarter. Every touchdown from every game includes a good-looking young rookie.
Jonathan, you've just been lurking in here. Jonathan been lurking in here, waiting for the Jags to do anything on offense.
Got a statistical milestone to show you. Frank Gore has now reached the 16,000 rushing yards.
16,000 rushing, Jesus.
The third all-time leading rusher in the NFL on that short game there. 16,000 rushing yards, the all-time list. Emmitt Smith, Walter Payton, Frank Gore. Congratulations to him, and I think some people on the sideline know that. Well, there it is. There's the graphic images.
Yeah, Browns.
To show us the all-time
Browns had to get the Jets a head start. That's how bad the Jets are.
I mean, his son might make it to the NFL, and he might be still playing in the NFL himself. All right, Matt Ryan, 2-minute drill to try and be a hero.
Rolling away from pressure and looking at throwing, and a penalty flag is Hurst. Somehow hauled it in. They say incomplete.
Bengals looking to score again. Take the lead. I missed a touchdown?
Prior to the
No, I didn't.
pass,
Okay.
holding, defense, number 35. That's a 5-yard penalty and an automatic.
Jonathan, I thought you weren't a running back. You were a wide receiver.
We're still watching this Bengals and Texans game for you.
I don't think Rashad Penny will have himself a game.
Deshaun Watson's touchdown pass. That'll help.
Oh, okay, receiving yards. Okay.
How about Brandon Allen? Brandon Allen has 350.
Hey, just give me a shout out, all right? That's all I ask. Shout out Fantasy and Chill. In one of your interviews. Oh, what a leap.
He leapt over Snead. Actually, it was Ward, I think, and he got the first. Wow.
What's up, Jetty?
That is impressive.
How is your Sunday going with some NFL football? Matt Ryan, Calvin Ridley. Calvin Ridley is having himself a game, I think. 130. That's why you don't sit Calvin Ridley. Who was it that came in earlier and said, did I make a mistake starting Calvin Ridley?
To Calvin Ridley on the sideline.
I know you're still in here.
Ridley, by the way, over 100 yards for the 4th consecutive game. And there is Koo, where the Falcons have time for more. Down by 3, 2 timeouts left.
Oh, okay. Wait. Your 1-year-old sister choked on a AAA battery? What the hell? I hope that's not true.
Pressure. Ryan sees it. Ridley again.
Ridley again.
Ridley inside the 30. He's going to have 9.
And you just wonder, because you were on this right away, Kevin, when they made that challenge on the.
Oh yeah, Jets and Browns need some wide receivers, that's for sure.
You know, losing that timeout, it could be the difference between having the opportunity to go for the touchdown or
How's my DraftKings team not scoring like 5 minutes?
Ryan lofting it for the end zone, and Ridley wanted a flag. It was brilliant on the coverage. No flags, incomplete.
Drama there in Kansas City. We've got drama here in Pittsburgh.
Drama everywhere. It's the witching hour.
Naheem Hines finds a little crease and breaks.
I didn't even realize this game has 54 seconds left. Chiefs about to lose to the Falcons? Would I like to be a part of your fantasy teams next year? Possibly. Send me a DM on Instagram. And maybe. I don't really like playing in too many fantasy leagues. It's a lot to keep up with. I like helping other people out instead. 18 leagues? Oh my god. We got an interception here. Phillip Rivers threw a pick.
So the Colts approaching midfield. 6 minutes remaining. Pittsburgh just took the lead with their last drive. Phillip Rivers up for grabs, and it's grabbed all right. The Pittsburgh Steelers have
That's bad. Come on, Phillip.
Rivers, Calvin Ridley to the end zone.
Yeah, I usually just like helping people out. I don't like actually managing a lot of teams.
Quickly with 27 seconds left, Phillip Rivers with a fourth quarter.
Takes too much of my time.
And the Pittsburgh Steelers might be able to close out with a long drive, would close out the Colts, and the Steelers would clinch the AFC North with a victory.
There are 2 fouls on the play, both on the defense.
Oh, Jonathan. Never change.
That penalty declined. Offside. Defense number 57.
Oh, yeah. Like, Rivers, I mean, you can't talk too much trash about Rivers because he was great for y'all for so many seasons. Like, last year, okay, yeah.
The problem is they don't get
Agreed.
the time back.
All games are close, yeah. Except for this Jaguars game. Even this Giants game has kind of been out of hand for a while. Ravens about to score, but we got a rushing touchdown. Samaje Perine again. That's 2 for him of the day. He's at 12 for 92.
Blitz is coming. Ryan sees it and is incomplete. Trying to get it over the middle of the gauge, but no chance. With pressure coming.
So you got 1, 2, 3,
23 seconds left.
4 games within what? 4 points. That's why they call it the witching hour, boys.
Boy, if you're in man-to-man coverage and you got a couple of steps on somebody, you can take that into the end zone.
Yeah, me too, Jonathan. I'm basically Calvin Johnson without, you know, the height, the speed, the quickness. I'm like a Danny Amendola, but without all the talent. Oh, no. Oh, they blew it dead. Why'd they blow it dead? Why'd they blow it dead?
Frank Clark is the guy with the sack, but they say it was incomplete.
This is going to be close, Kevin.
Yeah,
Let's
Dallas.
see if this is going forward. I don't.
Interception or incomplete pass?
Great job by Matt Ryan somehow being able to squeeze that football and not lose possession. I knew that Frank Clark hit him before the hand started.
That's incomplete.
Forward. Unbelievable by Matt Ryan.
That's an incomplete pass.
Possession. It's going to get beat real quick right here against Matt Gono.
How many picks has Mahomes thrown? I think he's only thrown 1.
How he held on to that, I have no idea.
Yeah, just 1. Almost had 2, but Sammy threw a pick. Sammy Watkins threw a pick. Some weird-ass trick play that they tried to run and didn't work. Matt Ryan getting blitzed, throws it deep. Oh, almost got picked off. He only has 1 pick. What do you mean?
Fourth down play for the Kansas City Chiefs to clinch home field advantage. We got some drama in Houston. Samaje Perine has just given the Bengals the lead again. They were tied to start the fourth quarter.
The one thing I like about Phillip Rivers is, if you ever listen to him mic'd up, he doesn't cuss at all, and it's just hilarious. It's like, God, dag nabbit. And you all see it's like 15 kids. That's cool too. But.
With the play to tie the game and perhaps force overtime.
Okay, but Jonathan, he got you in the playoffs because he throws like 4 touchdowns a game. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, my boy Young Wei. My boy Young Wei missed a field goal. Chiefs have a chance with 9 seconds left, down by 3. His trash talk's amazing. Yeah, it really is. His trash talk contains no trash, but somehow you feel offended when he does it.
Mechanics are all good. Snap, hold.
Just a bit outside. All right, can Mahomes do it? Can Mahomes get in field goal range with 9 seconds or score a touchdown? A spoiler, he can't because the game's already over. I accidentally scrolled up.
On that somehow found his way through. So what had not struck it clean the last time he
I have met you, Jonathan. Well, not personally, but.
For the Chiefs, they will hang on. They will get the #1 seed. They will improve to 14-1. And for the Falcons,
the road to the Super Bowl in the AFC will go through.
How can the Browns?
Cleveland is in desperation time here, trying to come from behind. They've been trailing the.
Wait, were the Chiefs up? Oh, the Chiefs are up. What am I doing? For some reason, I thought the Chiefs were losing 17-14.
You had to punt with 6 minutes left to go. So the Jets.
So Chiefs won. I don't know what I was thinking.
And get a victory. A Jets victory would clinch the #1 pick for the Jacksonville Jaguars. It would lock it up. Doesn't matter.
So that was a way bigger field goal than I thought.
Lose, which they are, and the Jets would win.
Why did I think the Falcons were winning there?
The Steelers need one more, probably one more, maybe 2 more first downs to salt this one away, which would be a tremendous.
All right, so we need the who else is trying to make a comeback? We got the Jets have the ball with 5 minutes left. Still quite a bit of time for the Browns to come back. Steelers up by 4. Gonna be a 3rd and what, 1? 3rd and 2. Big play coming up for the Steelers. 2nd and goal. This game's been over. Bengals have the ball back. Deshaun Watson fumbled strip sack.
Hey Jimmy. So the New York Giants, after the Cleveland Browns punt, get the football 3rd and 9. Sam Darnold. This is an audition for next year for Sam Darnold. Hitting Chris Herndon, I believe, there on the catch. It was the tight end, and that was a key first.
And Mike Glennon.
Jets, they'll work the clock a bit.
You know, remember when Mike Glennon had that one good game?
I mean, it really feels like all year. There's like 8 of those, right?
I can tell you, you will not be going to Kansas City next week.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know where you're going, but that would have been a possibility.
Where am I going? Where am I going? Just tell me.
Look, we got 615 subscribers right now.
I'm going to guess Buffalo.
Well, I'm asking.
We got a lot to decide right
We get
here.
to 625.
They play Miami.
We got close to 50 people watching right now. If everyone hits the subscribe button, easy goal to be hit. I do this every week. I'll help you out with your fantasy.
Do they need help? That's the big question.
Are the Jets or Browns going to win? I bet the Jets win. Browns are going to choke.
The next 20 minutes around the league with Cleveland and the Jets.
Browns will choke. 6-17. Thank you.
Very interesting. But again, the Chiefs
We're getting closer, boys. We're getting closer.
They were the #1 seed in 3 years. So here we go, a big 3rd and 2. Colts are out of time.
I'm going to refresh real quick this so the Falcons-Chiefs game goes to the bottom.
3rd and 2 the game. You got to get up man to man. Play tight coverage.
Oh, you're a Browns fan? It's not a good time to be a Browns fan.
What a hit.
All right, so this is zoom in real quick. Here we go. All right, so these are the 4 games we're looking at right here. Actually, we got another final. Bears final versus Jaguars. I'm gonna refresh again. Thank you, Panda. 0492 Panda. Thank you. Thank you for that sub. That game's over, man. Why did it say it was over? Didn't it say it was a final? Okay, it still says that 55 seconds, but Monty is probably not going to get any more carries, I'll be honest. He's probably not going to come back in the game.
That just wrenches the elbow, the shoulder, the forearm, and the finger.
Looks like, you know what I'm happy about? I'll say in a second. Let me check these other games. Okay, so it is the final, I think. I'm glad that this is the first time I've seen a Chicago box score without Cordero Patterson having a carry. Quit giving Cordero Patterson rushing opportunities.
Here you go. Touchdown to potentially win this game in a 4-minute drill.
1st and 10.
All right, Baker, let's see you choke. Baker about to choke it away.
Bradley in the sights of his quarterback. It's incomplete. It's 2nd and 10 for the Browns.
Well, and Austin may have gotten
What should I get for lunch today?
It looked like he was a little bit early to Bradley.
Anyone got any lunch recommendations?
But no flag on the play.
Thanks for the likes, also the subs. 419 or 418 or 618, sorry. 7 away from the subscriber goal. If you haven't already hit the sub, if you hate me, that's fine. Just hit the like button. You don't have to sub.
Before 3rd and 6.
Did I miss a touchdown by the Ravens? Nope, never mind.
The ball goes on the ground. It's a fumble, and the Giants get on top of it. So the Ravens not only don't get the touchdown, they charge.
Why isn't your message coming through? I see it right there. What do you mean?
-2 in many of your scoring systems there. Ravens are still in control of that game, up by 2 touchdowns.
They need the 21. Mayfield on the move. Franklin Myers on the side, and from the ball is loose and rolls. And looks like it's recovered by the.
What'd I say? What'd I say? Browns are gonna choke. Baker Mayfield's gonna choke, like I predicted.
Have been a game-winning play for the New York Jets, who, hey, the Jets squad, the 53 guys on that roster, they can celebrate. Jets fans, I'm not so sure, because that almost ensures
I knew
that
it.
the Jags will clinch the #1 pick in the draft today. The Indianapolis Colts need to come from behind victory here.
Rivers dumps off to Naheem Hines.
Doesn't have to get out because of the 2-minute
And gets back to the line of scrimmage.
anyway, so they lose a yard. The old Dion Navy play goes for a loss of 1.
Bengals making a push again. Oh, that's right, because Texans fumbled.
Kevin Stefanski, it's just been one of those days. No wide receivers of note were available to them. They only have 16 points on the
Baker's
board.
just bad.
Cleveland cannot get eliminated today.
Why does Baker have so many damn commercials when he's not even that good of a quarterback?
Into the playoffs.
Coming from behind.
P. Ryan has it. Gore, we understand, has gone to the locker room. A hit right there by Garrett. Gain of 2.
Thank you, Titans 1011 for this
Basson
subscription.
getting the arm in there to knock the ball loose from Mayfield.
I'm not sure. We'll see. I'm a Texans fan previously, so I don't really like the Titans, but appreciate the subscription. The non-playoff teams are trash in the playoff.
A lot of pressure. And the defense.
Yeah,
of the Jets.
agreed.
As a timeout was taken by the Browns, they now have 2.
Why is my subscription alerts not working?
And P. Ryan remains in the huddle.
And Kevin, not to jump in, but it's critical right now that they hold them to a field goal. That would make it a 7-point game. Still a lot of time left. The Browns have 2 timeouts they can use here, but if the Jets can get a first down, make them use the timeouts and then have the 2-minute warning, they could put this game away, but the Browns are trying to get a stop and force a field goal.
McDermott continues to play that guard. Here's a pitch, and P. Ryan tries to take it outside, and boy, they're going for the ball. And Olivier.
Chuck Man, Taron Johnson, or Alan Lazard? Hurry, help! Hurry up! With Keenan Allen out, I'd probably lean Johnson there because he might be able to pull in the most targets on that team. Even though Mike Williams is healthy, you got Hunter Henry out. Alan Lazard, we know, is the number 2, possibly the number 3 behind Tunyon and Devontae Adams there, so he's got a great matchup too against the Broncos. Eileen Johnson there.
They ran the clock down to 21 seconds after the
So Bengals kick another field goal.
And now trying to kick a field goal for a 6-point lead.
No problem, Chuck. Good luck this week, man.
To make it a 6-point Bengal lead, Seibert nails it.
I will say double check though, because I haven't actually looked up if Keenan Allen's gonna be out. Someone told me in chat that he is out. So just double check, make sure Keenan Allen's not playing.
And the Jets take a timeout. That's the first of their 3.
I haven't been able to confirm that yet.
So we've got no word what's wrong with Gore. P. Ryan and now Johnson running for the Jets.
Well, I think if you're the Jets,
We are
I think you
okay,
have
he
to
is
throw
out. Okay.
the football here. I don't think there's enough time. If you throw the football and get the first down, yes, I understand.
So we're 6 subscribers away.
Out of the 2-minute warning timeout,
625.
this just happened for the Colts on 3rd and 6. They have no timeouts.
Yeah, I remember y'all are telling me, but I still haven't been able to confirm it actually.
Right there, it would appear.
Sometimes people might try to troll me, you know. I can't trust everyone.
4th and 6. The Pittsburgh Steelers can win the game on this play if they can stop them.
So Ravens, Giants final. Texans, Bengals almost final.
On 3rd and 4. Philip Rivers the pass. Ball is picked, but there's a penalty.
We got a flag. We got a flag. Philip Rivers just threw a pick, but we got a flag. Defensive pass interference.
You can take the sack there, Sam, and let 40
Uh-oh. Jets trying to choke too.
But the instincts for him to
We got some big games. 4-point games.
not a good choice there by Sam Darnold.
Ball is placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic first down.
Again, I'm just trying
There's a
to
bunch of little
reset here
kids
for
right
what
out from
just
right outside
joined
my
us.
window.
Pittsburgh, a victory would give them the division. Indianapolis is in this wild scramble for one of the spots.
Oh, that was definitely defensive pass interference.
They need to win today. It would not be eliminated.
All right, Texans have the ball with 14 seconds left, down by 6. About to lose to the Bengals. That's just all right. So the Jets kick a field goal. They're going to be up by 7. Browns have to score in these last 2 minutes and 50 seconds to tie it up.
First down again. Hines out of the backfield, looking for the sideline.
Hines is out of bounds.
And he's able to get there after a pickup.
Colts down 4 with 1 minute 40 seconds left.
Going forward, because if you stop your momentum and go backwards, they'll keep that clock running. And you're not going to see Pittsburgh start pressuring Jim until about the 35.
We're going to go to a quad box right now with 2 games that are coming down to the wire on the top of the screen. On the bottom of your screen, 2 of the late window games have kicked off. Washington at home trying to get a win along with the New York Giants loss, which is final. Washington can clinch the division with a win over the Carolina
Philip Rivers dropping back, throws it down the middle, almost gets picked off again. God, Rivers. What is he doing? All right, so it looks like he got a big play to TY for 21 yards. Keeping the game alive. Texans, I haven't seen anything yet. 1st and 10 at the 30.
Where you think it's going. He almost finishes the game for the Steelers.
Ben thought he had it.
Oh, this is huge. If you're a Colts fan and a Steeler fan, there's so much at stake right here.
Here's the TY play to get the first down.
And that'll be a first down. T.Y. down the sideline and steps out quietly at about the 34.
We've seen this before. He just makes Nelson trip and fall down, gives him a little hand. Little Michael Jordan against Brian Russell right there at the end of the play, goes to the sideline. And really, that's huge. Getting out of bounds.
So the Broncos-Chargers game just kicked off. Chargers already in the red zone. What the hell?
Very close. Do you do it here or do you wait till the next down? But they're not going to let you keep doing this for long. I think they still bring the safety down. Minka get into the middle.
Rivers dropping back, throws it short. Trey Burton for a 4-yard reception. 2-yard reception, I lied. Browns. Browns pushing the ball a little bit, trying to tie this game up. 2 minutes left in the game.
But you got to trust yourself. I trust you. You've earned the ability to go with what you feel. He's been there for a long time.
How effusive was Frank talking about?
Where's my scores at?
We go triple box here on the upper right-hand corner of your screen.
So that Texans game, ended, I guess. Did it? I'm not seeing it.
They only have 1 timeout.
Yeah, so Texans lose to the Bengals by 6.
Red zone action there, Denver. That game, no playoff implications, but we'll still watch it for you. Drama here with the Colts. It'll be 3rd
Steven
down.
Anderson has 14 yards. Used to be on the Texans. Baker dropping back. Needs to score here. Got Hooper.
Down to the 28, picks up 8
in the
on
DraftKings.
first down, moving the ball well, approaching the 2-minute warning, 1 timeout. 2nd down, 2, Hunt remains.
Baker dropping back again. Goes it deep down the middle. Oh, off the hands of a Jets quarterback.
Load up the right side with 3 receivers. 2 seconds to snap it. 3rd and 7.
Rivers going deep. Triple coverage to T.Y. misses.
Trying to find Hilton near the goal line. And now 4th down arrives again.
And once again, the Pittsburgh Steelers will have a 4th down to try and clinch the game.
Browns versus Steelers next week. Who wins? God, please. Please, God, don't let me watch that game. It's going to be gross. It really depends. I don't know if the Browns are going to get... I don't know if the Browns are going to get their receivers back or not. So that has a lot to do with it. I'd probably lean the Steelers, though.
Need 7 to keep it going. There's the pass.
Oh!
Pascal. And the Steelers are going to win the division.
And it's really Highsmith makes Rivers throw this ball before.
The Colts are going to lose. They have no timeouts left with 1 minute, 14 seconds left. So that game is going to be ended. Steelers going to win. Chargers kick a field goal. So now it's down to the Browns, Jets. We're at the 3rd and 2. New York Jets, 28-yard line. Browns have to score here.
How about this is going to be the biggest second half comeback of Tomlin's
And kick the extra point.
tenure at Pittsburgh.
And how good did he play in the second half? Ben Roethlisberger.
Well, it wasn't easy, but the Pittsburgh Steelers end their 3-game losing streak. They are champs of the AFC North. Michael Badgley has the Chargers on the board first as they kick the field goal to go up 3.
We also have the Panthers-Washington game started.
Carolina underway again. Washington got what they needed early. The Giants lost. So Washington can clinch the division with a win head-to-head here today.
And he picks up 4.
All right, Browns get the first down. 1st and 10. New York Jets, 25-yard line. Need to score. 2nd and 10. Passing complete to Harrison Bryant.
Nice job there by number 64, Chris Reed, the left guard, coming around and sealing with the block to give them an opportunity to run it inside. They're going to try and get at least 30 runs in today to try and control this defensive front and slow things down for Washington.
2nd down and 6 for Carolina.
These games are getting close to an end. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. We're 6 away from the goal, man. That's all I ask. We do this every Sunday.
We are out of the 2-minute warning timeout at MetLife Stadium. Kareem Hunt dives his way forward, picks up a 1st down. Plenty of time here for the Cleveland Browns, needing a touchdown.
Refresh so these games come up top.
To get this to overtime.
Indianapolis. And now Cleveland has a clear view. 1st and 10. Mayfield dropped by tight end Harrison Bryant, with May in the vicinity covering. 2nd down.
Bam, 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 bam.
And Kevin, so rarely do you see
as Cleveland tries for a desperation 4th.
All right, Washington gets the ball.
The Indianapolis Colts.
Browns are not going to go for 2 points if they score.
If they can win this game. The longest active drought
They'll take it to
NFL
overtime.
At making the postseason, 17 straight years can be over if the Browns can find a way here in the 4th quarter and potentially overtime.
Hooper. 4th and 1. We got 4th and 1. I'm scrolling down. We're not going to watch this on the ESPN. I'm going to watch it live on Redzone. I'm going to refresh my stream too, so we're more caught up.
Bridgewater from the gun. Bridgewater pushed backwards. It's a sack for Washington. Deron Payne.
Cleveland on the COVID list. 2 new starting offensive linemen. The 2 starting.
I'm not reading chat either. Chat's not going to spoil it for me this time.
7th play of the drive. 3rd and 10.
All right, so 3rd and 10. I know they're getting 9 yards here with Austin Hooper. Already saw it.
Mayfield deep. It's Hooper digging his way.
9 yards. Okay.
1st down, perhaps. He had to get to the 15. He looks like he's shy by under a yard. Picking up 9 on
Big 4th down here.
4th and a half
Can the Jets stop him?
Well, it looked like for a second there that Hooper was going to get it if it wasn't for Farley coming over and knocking him out just short of the sticks.
All right, they're calling the play.
I think if you're the Browns here,
Browns have one timeout.
The most important thing is to get a
Jets
first
have two.
down. So if Mayfield sees the ability to just quarterback sneak it and get the first down, I think you have to.
Here it is. This is the game right here. Peter goes for the QB sneak. Oh, that's close. That is close. I don't know if he got it. I don't know if he got it.
The ball was loose and looks like Hunt's got it. Where it was covered on the play. Hunt recovered.
I don't know if he got it.
And the Jets have held.
It's really on the field is during the fourth down play. Remember, the offense, other than the fumbler, recovered the ball. The ball will be returned to the spot of the fumble, resulting in a change of possession.
Dang.
New York.
The Browns blew it. They're going to review that play, though, for sure. But as of right now, the Browns choked. Baker, you're so bad.
Well, Mayfield did exactly what we thought they would with it under a yard. Tried the quarterback sneak. As he
Baker.
There, he gets hit in the back.
And then Hunt in back of him reeled it in. But as we just heard the explanation.
Oh, my God, Baker. So that plays under review right now.
And that's exactly what Hunt did.
Well, he can't get it and advance.
Why are the Jets trying to win this game?
2 minutes, so the only one that could have advanced it would have been Baker Mayfield.
I don't understand.
But where the ball was recovered is short of the 15-yard line, which is where they needed to get to.
In fact, they've got it exactly where it was, 4th and inches. So Gene's territory, you watch it.
Still under review right now.
Our rules analyst, and what did you see on that?
Yes, I'm sorry. A really good job by Land Clark.
The Jets are? I think the Jets will still draft someone. I don't know. I don't know what the Jets are going to do.
We return back to the spot of that fumble. We can see Baker Mayfield clearly fumbles the football short of the 15-yard line.
Still under review.
Now, wherever that football ends up in advance of that, it will be returned back to the spot of that fumble.
Which is exactly what they ruled. They are looking over it just to make sure everything is set.
A ruling upheld.
Mayfield, a timeout remaining, but down by 7 and 118.
A ruling upheld. Wait, they gave him the first down?
In that replay again, it's Basham that's
Wait,
the
what?
one hitting Mayfield in the back and knocking the ball loose. So this is
Okay, never mind. Okay, Sam Darnold's new one now. So that game's going to be over. Jets are going to get 2 wins. That means Jaguars seal up the first pick. Going to draft Trevor Lawrence. Browns have not clinched playoff berth yet. Unbelievable. Browns choke again. That's gross. All right, guys, if you haven't already, I'm not watching the afternoon games. But thanks for joining me. I'm streaming for a solid 3.5 hours, maybe. So if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. I do this every week. We're going to be doing it next year, too. Going through the top 100 players before the fantasy football draft. Hopefully, y'all won y'all's championships. If you play Week 17, quit. Start doing Week 16 instead. Thanks for joining me. I'll be out. See y'all later.